What's up, everybody? Hang tight, let me make sure all the computer stuff is out of the way. Because if you want to do a stream, you got to do a lot of computer stuff. The tweet is sent. And now, I'm not complaining. It's amazing that this can even do this. Like, it really is amazing. I mean, it used to take a TV station to broadcast video. Now anybody can do it. What's up, Facebook? You guys are officially live. I was talking before you guys got here. Hang tight, I am live on YouTube. Okay, everybody. I am officially live on Twitter, live on Twitch, live on Facebook, and last but not least, live on YouTube. What's up, everybody? My name is Devin. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me I'm doing something bad. I'm doing an alternative broadcast, and I use the term broadcast loosely. I am basically doing an original play-by-play of the Dodgers. So if you can't get to a TV, or if you are a customer of Spectrum, or just at work, think about what I'm doing like radio. And right now, Brandon Crawford is at the plate right now going up against Rich Hill. And he's got amazing hair, and he's my second favorite player on the Giants, for sure. And in general, I'm going to put my cards on the table. I'm a Dodgers fan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Big curveball, 75 miles an hour, swung on and fouled away by Crawford. And already, just like that, in the bottom of the second, somehow the Giants are up 1 run. And in general, the Dodgers are not playing as well as they could be, though Turner is not in the lineup. And I think it affects us more than we thought. But Dodgers are still good. Rich Hill is, I guess, a good starting pitcher. Now, I've never been super impressed. Hang tight, I'm going to turn off the AC. On commercial break, and Barnes is going to be up next. So far in the game, he's 0 for 1, hasn't been up yet. And I guess that means I missed Pence. And Pence is for sure my favorite player on the Giants. And, I usually don't like Giants players, but we will take him in a second. I like the way he plays. He plays like a drunken pirate. And when I first saw him bat, I'm like, oh my God, look at this guy. This guy is awesome. And then I saw him playing the outfield. I'm like, yeah, that matches up. Pence needs to come to the Dodgers. How do we start that movement? Hashtag bring Pence, and then a Kickstarter. Let's bring him. On commercial break. Pitching for the Giants is a guy named Stratton, and I've never heard of him. Just like I've never heard of any of the players on the Giants, except for Buster Posey. And we've already played 4 games against the Giants. We started the season at Dodger Stadium. And we lost the first 2 games 1-0. It was a little crazy. And then we won the next 2. So we split it 2-2. So we're gonna see right now who's gonna get out ahead. But we lost those 2 games, the first 2 games, against guys I've never heard of. And here's another one, Stratton, never heard of him. So yeah, Spectrum website is going slow. Because you guys on the computers out there, if you're trying to get to the Spectrum website, if we're all going at the same time, it's going to go slow. That's why it sucks. And even during the playoffs, even during the big games before the playoffs last year in the regular season, every close game, you couldn't watch the ending because the website would go slow. Spectrum, that is your fault. Just have a dedicated website just for the Dodgers. Why is it connected with all the other crap nobody watches? Either way, me and Spectrum don't get along. Let's hope nobody's here yet. And the Spectrum website is going too slow. So I'm going to check out my shady website. And every single time I've gotten slow internet doing baseball. I always get worried, like, oh my goodness, I got no internet. What's going on? I'm missing it. They're going to be so upset. You guys. And then we get back, and there hasn't even been a pitch yet. It just takes so long. So you know what? No need to get worried. Spectrum website is sucking. Let's see. Let's do the home feed. Let's watch on Giants. Let's watch on the Giants feed. And I'm just going to close out of the Spectrum website right now because that's just too slow. shady website, please come through. Let's go, shady website. Let's go, shady website. Oh man, and they have like a little. This is a good website. They have like a little. Somebody wrote like a pregame thing too. So I should probably just read that while it's loading. Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Francisco Giants prediction and preview. The San Francisco Giants will host the Dodgers in the second game of a 4-game divisional series Saturday afternoon from AT&T Park. The Dodgers will give nod to the 38-year-old left-hander Rich Hill, and the Giants will send 27-year-old right-hander Chris Stratton to the mound. The series is tied 2-2. Rich Hill will take the mound for a second time this season, aiming for another gem. Hill was flawless in his season debut with 6 shutout innings. And Pence just made the catch out in outfield. You know, I am going to try to find another shady website. Let's hope nobody's here yet. Thanks for coming. You know what? I've just never been to that website, so I'm just not going to go to that one. Let's try this one. Here we go. Sports HD. And I think this is the shady website that I started doing this on last year, because I had to go to this shady website just to watch the games, let alone stream this. Here we go. This website always has the goods. Let's go. Anyway, there's one out. Chase Utley is up right now, and usually I don't like doing his play-by-plays because, you know, is he really a Dodger? How old is Utley? Here we go. Chase Utley is up right now. It's 2-1. Stratton is on his 35th pitch. Chase Utley, for those of you who don't know, is a lefty, and he's old, and he was a superstar Hall of Famer, won a World Series on the whatever team Victorino was on. The Flying Hawaiian. Remember when he screwed us in the playoffs? Whatever team Victorino was on, Chase Utley was on. So, you know, something makes me think after Chase Utley has good games with the Dodgers, he just texts Victorino. And, you know, I don't like that. Here we go. Stratton, of course, not groomed. You know, a little bit of a beard, but, you know, no man beard or no neck beard, so that's a plus. But none of these baseball players are groomed. And in San Francisco, it's even less so. But they do have awesome hair. Like Crawford. Man, that is beautiful hair. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Utley. Swung on. That is hit hard. Internet's going slow. Is heading towards the wall. Is that a home run? Nope. Off the wall. And Chase Utley is going to get probably he got a stand-up double. The 50-year-old got a stand-up double here with 1 out. And Chase Utley coming through. And I'm not going to make fun of you. I mean, the last time I did a Dodgers game, here's the pitch, a little slider over the plate, put the bat on the ball and just drove it to right field off the wall where it says Levi's Landing. And he just hit that one hard, but not too big of a swing. Actually, Chase Utley's got pretty sweet hand-eye coordination. First time I've seen him do that. Great play from the old man. And up right now is number 44, Rich Hill, the pitcher. And let's hope he puts the bat on the ball. And the best thing is there's no double play. Strike 1 to Rich Hill. And with Chase Utley, the last time I did a Dodgers game, I was just planning on doing my first full Dodgers game. Get to the 9th inning. Dodgers are up by 3. 3.5 hours I've been doing it. And Jansen gives up a 3-run home run to tie the game, and then we go to 15 innings. 5.5 hour game. So at the end of that game, maybe I was a little bit critical of Chase Utley, and you guys called me out on it. I'm sorry. He was the good guy. He was the right guy to have in that spot. I decided not to do the play-by-play for him. Just decided just to ignore it, talk about something else. He ended up hitting the go-ahead run, but we lost anyway. Either way, Chase Utley, maybe I was a little bit tough, but it was after 5 hours of doing this. So you got to cut me some slack. 2 outs, and Taylor is coming up right now. And career starts at AT&T Park Chris Stratton is 3-0 with an ERA of 1.5. 9 walks, 17 strikeouts. So this guy is not bad. And honestly, so far so good in his career. Looking for my buddy on the sidelines of the game. He's a rich guy in San Francisco, started a $1 billion company, still works there, and he's a Giants fan, and he lives in San Francisco, so he should be at the game. Here's Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout, and overall not liking his batting so far this year. He's just not as tough of an out as he was last year. He's just swinging differently. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, swung on and fouled back. So, Chris Taylor right off the bat sees a pitch he likes and swings at it, and that's definitely okay. The only downside is that if he goes down 0-2 swinging at good pitches, which is a possibility, he used to do that all the time. Is he going to be able to fight back? Is he going to have the discipline to fight back? He did last year, and he was one of the best hitters on the team during the regular season. He came through every time, and he was one of the reasons why we had the best record ever. But haven't seen, oh, here we go. Who's up right now? Who's this guy? Seager. Wait, why is Seager up and not Taylor? Oh, did we score? Oh my goodness, I missed the double from Taylor. And it is a 1-1 game. Let's hope, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Spectrum website. I'm going to go back to the Spectrum website. And you know what? Not the best sports broadcasting in the world. Seager is up right now. It's a tie game. Lakers have a little bit of momentum. Stratton might be struggling. And Seager, the shortstop, lefty, at the plate. It's 0-1. He's looking very confident, though. Taylor's looking like he's taking a big lead. I can hardly see his helmet. Internet is frozen. Come on, internet. And I don't know what that was. Internet is still going slow. It's the Spectrum website. Something is wrong with the Spectrum website right now. Like, it won't bring up the channel list, and it gives you like a weird, like, I mean, if you guys saw, oh, here we go. Is it bringing it up? All right, next commercial. I'm going to try to find a better stream. Who's up right now? It's 2-2. Seager is still up. Yasiel Puig is on deck, and he's the guy that we want batting. The most jacked on the team by far, the most athletic. Other than Jansen, could probably beat everybody else up on the team. We want Puig up to bat. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That is hit hard to center field, but gonna be caught by the outfielder. I think that's McCracken. And the center fielder got a good jump on the ball. That's going to be 3 outs. And Barnes, that was hit very well, just a little bit over more, and that would have been a hit. One of those situations where I think that is more of a just, kind of bad luck. And just happened to hit it right to the guy, because that could have been easily a hit. Barnes, way to go. Glad you put the bat on the ball. And we are on commercial break. I'm going to open up the Spectrum website and see if it's working. Is anybody here? Highly doubt it. What's up, everybody? YouTube, what's up, YouTube? Takes a little while for people to come. Facebook, people, Facebook and YouTube, or Facebook and Dodgers don't get along super well yet. For some reason on Facebook, people were coming right off the bat with the Lakers, especially people from the Philippines. It's like, whoa, who knew that so many Lakers fans on Facebook? But with the Dodgers, you guys aren't coming. That's okay. I will keep it up. And to the people that are here, is anybody here? Nope, nobody's here. If you're here or you do come, make sure you leave a comment. Let's get the conversation going, because that's what I want to do. And then we can also talk about golf or Lakers or whatever sport you want. But so far, not too many people. Oh, and even the guy on Twitch isn't here. So, yeah, so far, a little disappointed in the total traffic on YouTube for Dodgers games. Like, during the week, or if it's the end of the game, people come. Like, they always come, but I just figured there'd be more demand all the time. But I just think that on the weekends, Dodger fans can get to a TV, they figure it out. And the Spectrum website just is not working. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, because screw Spectrum. I blame them for losing the World Series. Thanks for coming. 0-1 to Stratton, who's the pitcher. Rich Hill supposedly pitched a really good game for his season opener. So the 38-year-old, good to see that he's off to a good start. But when he's in the game, I'm not feeling 100% confident. And that's a strikeout. So Rich Hill just struck that guy out. Stratton. And Jackson. I think Jackson was the center fielder who made the great catch to end the last inning. And he's up right now. 0 for 1 on the night. Austin Jackson, 0 for 1 on the night. Batting, not having the greatest season so far, actually, but still early. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. And Rich Hill lost a little bit. He didn't have much control on that fastball. 90 miles an hour, not looking like anything too much velocity. It wasn't moving. Here's fastball right down the middle. Swung on, fouled back. And that was not down the middle. That was over the plate, though. The fastball, not a lot of movement. So you got Kershaw kind of throwing 92, 91 mile an hour fastballs, but they're doing a lot. Rich Hill, on the other hand, is throwing fastballs that are just going straight. Now, luckily, like on that last one, it was fouled away. Rich Hill was able to hit the spot, which was kind of the outside part of the plate. And actually, it was a perfect pitch, and he swung on it and fouled it away. But that thing over the plate would have been a meatball. Internet still going super slow. Or the website is going super slow. And I got the projected NL West standing. So at the end of the season, Dodgers are supposed to go 95 and 67. Next up is the Diamondbacks, 84 and 78. Then the Rockies, and then the Giants, 81 and 81. So at RotoChamp, which is just a random one that I saw, Giants are supposed to be a 50-50 team, which is actually a step in the right direction. If you remember them last year, it was embarrassing. They had to be one of the worst teams I have ever seen. They weren't even swinging the bat. It's like nobody even told them to swing the bat towards the end of the season. And then you looked at their record, and you're like, wow, that has got to be one of the worst records I've ever seen. Then, all excited to play them this year, we lose the first 2 games. Okay, my go-to shady website is going a little bit too slow, so I'm going to try another one. Spectrum just always trying to screw me. They shut down my videos, copyright everything, get me for trademark, get into disputes, always fighting. And when I finally win, and they go, you know what, okay, you're allowed to do this. You're not taking any of our stuff. You're allowed to do this. Give me slow internet. Like, this is ridiculously slow. Thanks for coming, everybody. 2 outs, and it looks like Rich Hill is getting the job done. Oh, 1, 2, 3 inning. And we must be going to commercial break right now, so don't get worried that we're missing anything. Because in baseball, you know what? You're not really missing that much. Let's see if this shady stream is working a little bit better. Let's go. Come on. I mean, I guess I could just get the data from my phone and watch it on my phone. Because the data always comes through fast. I'm not going to resort to it yet, but if it comes down to it, I'll watch it on my phone. I'll waste my data doing it for you people. You know, that's just the type of guy I am. And I'm just frustrated that I can't find it. And Spectrum, if I'm going to use my data, that just means you guys must be really bad. All right, let's just try to find Spectrum. Please, just do something. Commercial break in progress. 1-1 game. It's going to be close. And right now I'm on Spectrum Sportsnet on Next. Access Sportsnet Dodgers. Thanks for coming, everybody. Still getting to know baseball. And I mean, I went for 5.5 hours, and you'd think that would have been enough practice to learn how to do baseball play-by-play. Honestly, I don't remember anything from that game. I remember Jansen giving up the home run, and that's about it. So, you know, I don't know if it really helped too much. And this Spectrum website is officially just not working. Okay, the shady website is working. SoFi, the modern finance company, and, you know, San Francisco used to be, you know, it's still a cool city. I think San Francisco is great, though I'm not really supposed to like them as somebody from Los Angeles. I understand what San Francisco has to offer. You know what? A bunch of rich assholes these days, though. And that's okay. The city's awesome, but the reason why everybody liked the city is slowly changing. And so now they're getting sponsors from basically like investment groups and private equity and startup funds, because that's all it is in San Francisco now. Yasiel Puig, he's a startup fund. Not batting the greatest so far this season, but he's amazing. He's a disciplined batter. And it's 0-1. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Stratton. Breaking ball over the plate, hit hard, but caught immediately by number 10, the third baseman. Yasiel Puig is out. And right off the bat, Dodgers have an out. And now I'm watching the San Francisco Giants coverage. And now we have a kind of a middle-aged woman talking to the audience with a microphone holding a little toy. It's like a bobblehead with one of the players in a car. Don't know what that is all about. And yeah, I'm watching NBC Sports Bay Area. And in general, I would say, you know, it's hard. I can't tell so far, but I think they're doing a better job with the broadcast than Spectrum. Oh, no, people are texting me right now. Still looking at bobbleheads. Don't know who that is. It's not Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds, you know, I didn't like him when I was a kid, and he was playing it. I wasn't a big fan, but he was pretty fun to watch. Like, oh, here's Bellinger. Bellinger is, who's up? I mean, this looks like Bellinger. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Stratton was going for a breaking ball, and he just started it outside, and it stayed outside. Bellinger knows not to swing at that. Though, he does swing at a lot of bad pitches. I mean, that's what he does. He strikes out a lot, and he hits a lot of home runs. It's one or the other. Anything other than that, not a good day for Bellinger. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Stratton. And I like when they just start from the stretch. Breaking ball. Ball 2. Great eye from Bellinger. And, you know, just Bellinger, like, when he's getting base hits, the Dodgers lose. And we'd rather him just get a home run or strike out. When we went 5.5 hours, it was a 6-6 game, and we couldn't beat the Diamondbacks. Bellinger was getting base hits. 1 home run, we win. Here's the pitch. Huge swing, strike 1. And that was some kind of 84-mile-an-hour breaking ball. It was directly over the plate, but had a little bit of nasty action right at the last second. Maybe Bellinger pulled his head a little bit. But that's what we want to see out of Bellinger. Huge swings. And you know what? You know, maybe I'm a little jealous. He's a cool guy. Just hits home runs, hangs out on first base, probably smokes weed. The 2-2 pitch from Stratton, and the internet went slow. Oh, he does a full windup, but it's a small windup. Ball 3. Looking like Stratton is pitching around Bellinger a little bit. Oh, and if you look up there, we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning, so that's going too slow. So we're going to find a new shady stream. Now let's hope this one works. Hill's coming up to pitch. McCutchen is up first. Still tied 1-1. Probably a fun game to watch, but Spectrum website sucks. Come on, website, please work. And I want to be chatting with you guys. Make sure you leave a comment, get the conversation going. And while you're writing, oh man, right as soon as it started working, I clicked away. I mean, it would be nice if it was in HD. You know, and I'm probably getting so many cookies and shit all over my computer. Let's go. Here we go. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Hill, the lefty. No outs, bottom of the 4th. Low for ball 1. It's 1-1. And looking like Hill is having a pretty decent job. He's doing a pretty decent job hitting his spots. And other than the 1 run in the 1st inning, which I actually didn't see, Hill's been doing really good. And nobody's even kind of getting the beat on him in terms of how he's pitching and swinging and hitting it hard. That hasn't even happened yet. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking curveball over the plate. Strike 2. McCutchen didn't even swing. Started out, he should have known that was going to curve back in the strike zone, but I mean, how would you know? That was a great curveball from Rich Hill and continues to have control over his pitches. It's 1-2. AT&T Park. I think my buddy, he should be sitting behind the plate. And is that my buddy Grant? Is my buddy Grant and his little brother Chris sitting behind the plate? I know people are, oh, it popped up. That should be in the infield and should be out number 1. Let's see what happens. The catcher, is that Austin Barnes, is going for it, and that's going to be foul. And you know what? I am just going to pull this up on my phone. And Barnes went over to the, oh, he tripped over the kind of the soft padding that protected the camera guy. And I think we should blame, you know what, San Francisco, do a better job protecting the players. Do a better job protecting the players. I mean, the Dodgers, we come up there, we go up there. You know, it's a second-tier team, second-tier stadium. And, you know, we're trying to be nice about it. And you know what, our catcher almost twists his ankle. Here's the pitch from Rich Hill. Ball, so it's 2-2. And what was that noise? Something just happened. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. That is hit hard and going to be a base hit to center field. And you know that my data is going to work. But I'm going to be wasting all my data. And the Giants have a guy on first base with no outs. And that's exactly how the Dodgers usually score runs. That's what we're supposed to do. And now we're looking at the pivotal play. Andrew McCutchen tracks down a fly ball in the top of the 3rd inning. Yeah, that actually was a very pivotal play. Oh, no, no. Yeah, that was amazing. It was just a great hit. Would have been loads of runs. And he made the catch. Buster Posey's up right now. And he's the only Giant that I know other than Pence who's my favorite. And I just don't like the Giants. But I've always hated the Giants. But I preferred the Giants over the Rangers in that one playoff series. And it's the only time I liked the Giants. Because, you know what, I didn't like the whole Bush, Texas Rangers thing. And then at that point, they had Lincecum and definitely represented the Stoner California group. And you know what, I'm loyal to California even before most teams, even if it's, Buster Posey must have just hit a home run, and I missed it. It is now 3-1. And who's up right now? Here we go. Now I'm back. I'm sorry, people. It's 3-1. Buster Posey must have just hit a home run, and I am going to keep on clicking until I find... I've missed the scoring run so far this game. And you know what? I'm just going to stick with this website. This was always the best site. Longoria is up right now. Still no outs. Luckily, Rich Hill is up 0-2. But I would love to know what kind of a pitch that was. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Over the plate. Internet's going slow. Don't know what happens. Swung on. Strike 3. Oh, no. It was tipped. It was tipped. So still 0-2. Longoria definitely going for the home run. The crowd at AT&T Park on their feet. More Dodgers fans than you would think. And, you know, just a lot of white people, that's for sure. That is hit hard, and that's going to be a base hit to Yasiel Puig in right field. And the Dodgers seem to be hitting the Giants seem to be hitting Rich Hill pretty easily here in the bottom of the fourth, and he's still got plenty of pitches left in him. Only at 58. Dodgers are down to our rivals. Oh, here's, you know, I love this guy. His name is Pence. And even Hunter Pence, and even on one of the streams, on the 5.5-hour stream, they were making fun of me, saying I look like Hunter Pence, and they didn't even know that I love Hunter Pence because he plays like a drunken pirate. We got to get this guy on the Dodgers. He steps in. He just trolls everybody. He has his socks pulled up. He doesn't care. Rich Hill, you know, he's not scared of Rich Hill. And we got to get this guy Pence in left field. He even said, yes, let's go to Rich Hill. Kind of trolled him. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over the plate. Ball 1. And that was a sweeping curveball, 76 miles an hour. Pence, the drunken pirate, not even close to swinging. He's too smart for that. And you know what? He looks kind of like a badass. Like if he popped that shirt off. Like, whoa. We got to get this guy on the Dodgers. I mean, I just like the way he plays. Here's Rich Hill kind of getting shelled in the bottom of the fourth to the Giants. A team only projected to go 50-50 this season, 81-81. Dodgers continue to struggle with them so far. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back. So it's going to be 1-1, and that was 89 miles an hour over the plate. Somehow Pence missed it, and that's the type of pitch that you want to take deep. But Pence missed it completely. Maybe took his eye off the ball. Oh, and is there one out? Is that one out? Oh, we got one out. Oh, Pence. What happened to Pence? Chase Utley did something at second base, nodding his head. And you know what? During the 5.5-hour game, I was making fun of him. And once he got woke up, he made that one error at second base because it was like, you know, he's old and it was like late in the night and they've been playing for 4 hours. Once he made that error and they woke him up, he was very good fielder and hitter. So, you know, Chase Utley, if it's late night, if it's a long game, just wake him up in the 13th inning. And then he's going to be set. Then you're set. Who's this guy? He's a lefty, number 9 for the Giants. Here's the pitch. Curveball. ball 2. And Hill definitely kind of struggles pitching to left-handed batters. Like, where is he supposed to put it? I mean, it starts out like going at their head. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside, check swing, and he's safe. So it's 3-0. Let's hope Rich Hill can figure out how to get out of this. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 88 miles an hour. Hit the bottom of the plate. And yeah, Rich Hill can definitely still hit his spots. But just kind of struggling here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Curveball over the plate. Strike 2. And yeah, you got to have balls to just stand there tall while that curveball comes flying at you, but then curves back into the strike zone. Belt stood tall, but didn't swing. Strike 2. Here's the full count pitch. Strike 3, and they didn't throw him out at second. So we struck him out, but this guy gets to second. So way to go, Rich Hill. And that was a great pitch. Kind of fooled him. Let's take a look at it in slow motion. And yeah, just not the best throw from Barnes. But probably, even if it was lower, like a perfect throw, probably wasn't going to get him anyway. That was a great jump. And now my second favorite player on the Giants, Crawford, is going to first base. I think they're going to pinch run. Oh no, they walked Crawford. And that sucks, because Crawford's my second favorite player on the Giants, only because of his hair. It's luxurious. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And that was inside fastball to Stratton. And here's the pitcher. Let's hope he hits into a double play or does something. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low again. And Rich Hill falls behind in the count to the pitcher. Taking a look at somebody selling cotton candy in the crowd. And you just got like a huge thing of cotton candy. It looks kind of cool, but then you remember, oh yeah, cotton candy is not heavy. But that's still a lot of cotton candy. That would still be heavy, but you know, it's definitely doable. Rich Hill is definitely laboring a little bit out there on the mound. You know, he's 38 years old. That is amazing that he's still a starter. And you know what, in baseball, I guess he can go for a little bit longer. But maybe without steroids these days, maybe not quite as much. All right, going to refresh this video. I mean, this is a good website, but I just always got to remember to refresh it. Let's go. I mean, he's going up against the pitcher. This should be over. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Stratton. Let's go, Rich Hill. Get out of this inning. Internet, please go a little bit faster. You know, I'm just going to bring this up on my phone. Enough is enough. It's bugging me. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled back. And Stratton, you know, pretty good swing on that one. That is for sure. But going to be foul ball. And, you know, he's definitely trying. He's definitely trying. And definitely, I think my data on my phone is going to be faster than Spectrum Internet right now. Still 2-2. Rich Hill taking his sweet time out on the mound. It's like, dude, just get this guy out. He's a pitcher. Yep, and he did get him out. There we go. I mean, it's definitely a little faster on my phone. and we are going to commercial break. But on this one, the one I'm watching, let's see. Let's hope he struck him out. Here's the pitch. Fouled back again. Either way, thanks for coming, everybody. If is anybody here, I highly doubt it. What's up, guys on YouTube? What's up, peeps on Facebook? Make sure you leave a comment, get the conversation going. And yeah, I can imagine this isn't fun so far. But gonna get the stream thing figured out. And I wanted to do the Masters golf today with Tiger, but Tiger didn't even play with the leaders, like in the clubhouse. He's not playing well. So instead we went to Home Depot and I threw and we made blinds. And now the dog, the miniature schnauzer, is sleeping. Patrick Reed on top of packed leaderboard after third round. So I guess the round is over. Let's take a look at the standings. Let's take a look. Because I really do like golf. But I used to like it way more when Tiger was winning all the time. And then when he kind of left and I didn't know anybody, it just wasn't quite as fun. So here we go. I mean, that doesn't look like that packed of a leaderboard. But we got P. Reed, who's minus 14 going into the last round. So he is well out ahead. And then we got Rory McIlroy, and then Ricky Fowler, Jay Rahm, and then Leishman. And P. Reed, not a big fan of him because he trolled Tiger wearing his colors in that one tournament. So yeah, let's hope P. Reed blows it in the final round. That would be sweet. And now my buddy Pat texted me, "Are you watching the game tonight?" And I think he's talking about the Los Angeles Kings. We're back. And we're looking at the crowd at AT&T Field. And they're showing us the records. We got Bonds, Mays, a guy named OTT, and then McCovey. And those must be like, retiring the number. And it's called McCovey Cove. So that guy McCovey must have been pretty good. But nobody was as good as Bonds. Here's Jock Peterson, lefty. Pretty decent batter, though his numbers don't show it. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He's just a very solid baseball player. He gets the job done in the field. He even gets the job done batting, but just not super flashy. And takes ball 1, so it's 1-1. Stratton continues to not impress me as a pitcher, just very boring, but getting the job done. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball over the plate. Internet's going slow. What's going on? Oh, people are walking by. Our miniature schnauzer, Ludwig, always growls and just kind of gets jacked up whenever people walk by the apartment. Swing and a miss. So, breaking ball over the plate. Jock Peterson swings and misses. Stratton continues to, not be impressive, not like amazing, not fun to watch, getting the job done. And can't believe, was that Buster Posey that hit the home run, the 2-run home run? Because that'd be just annoying. Babe, I think your new iPhone takes all the internet. No. Well, I think you might have to get off Wi-Fi. Oh, you're off on the Wi-Fi? Here's the 3-2 pitch swung on. That's down the line. Jock Peterson, are you going to come through? And that's a fair ball or a foul ball? That is a foul ball. Jock Peterson almost got on base with no outs, and that is exactly what the Dodgers need. But walking back to home plate, that was right up the line. You know, it was almost pretty sweet. Thanks for coming. Doubt anybody is here. If you're new, make sure you... Oh, and he walks. He's going to first base. And now they're advertising collector's card sets. Tuesday, April 10th. A's versus Dodgers. First 40,000 fans in attendance. And I think that's going to be at Dodger Stadium. So Tuesday, April 10th. Expect to get Dodger cards worth nothing. But, you know, they'll be fun for the kids. Here's Austin Barnes, 0 for 1 on the night. Batting .375 on the season, but hasn't gotten too many at-bats. Because we got that new guy, Yasmani Grandal, playing catcher sometimes. And, you know, he's definitely a good hitter. But I like this guy, Barnes. Here's the first pitch. I mean, come on, internet. Where's this Spectrum? I don't even know who to blame. I can't... The first pitch was strike one. It was right down the middle. Barnes wasn't swinging for a second. And you know what? It's taking... I mean, it's just... I'm watching it and everything's going fine. And then he pitches it and then it gets frozen. And it keeps on happening. Makes it very hard to do this to do the play-by-play in a way in which I'm actually getting better at it, because I can focus on getting better at it. And Barnes goes down. Don't know what happened. And I'm just going to watch this on my phone. Here we go. I'm just going to close both of these websites down for a little while and just let the internet relax. If anybody's here, thanks for coming. Make sure you leave a comment. Get the conversation going. Chase Utley is up right now. Here's the pitch. And you know what? I'm going to actually broadcast his at-bats. Because, you know, if I'm going to call myself the alternative sports broadcaster, I can't be judgmental. Chase Utley, he's on the Dodgers. He's in the lineup. We got to support him. $2 million. And you know what? So far, I think he's been worth it. And Dave Roberts, down in this game, loves getting cute with the lineups. Like, he always does something cute. Haven't seen the lineup this game. I think it's normal this game. Baez, one of the bullpen pitchers for the Dodgers, warming up right now. And AT&T Park doesn't actually have a bullpen. They're just warming up on the field. That just seems dangerous. 2-0 to Chase Utley. Here's the pitch. Fastball low, no swing. And that's going to be 3-0. Chase Utley, maybe no fireworks. Maybe he can't run, but he's not going to do anything stupid. And he knows balls and strikes. And he's, you know what? For not being very good, he's definitely a pretty difficult out. So far this year, Chase Utley has been a pretty difficult out. And it's 3-0 Stratton. Let's hope he's starting to struggle. Here's the pitch. Fastball, right down the middle. No swing. Strike one. And the infield for the Giants, Longoria at third, Crawford at shortstop. Love that guy. Panic at second and Belt at first. But Brandon Crawford with the luxurious hair, like John Stamos from the 90s, but better, is playing on the second base side of second base. And Chase Utley walks. So the Lakers have a guy, or the Dodgers have two men on with one out. And this is a great situation for scoring. And the Dodgers, even though we don't have Turner, are still very capable of hitting very hard, and everybody can hit. So the Giants must be a little bit worried, and they use up one of their first mound visits. Crawford, with the luxurious hair, in on the meeting. And if I were him, I would never talk. I would just play baseball and have awesome hair. And that would be my life. Up to bat, Matt Kemp, and he must be pinch hitting for Rich Hill, and that's just a good idea. Rich Hill got shelled in the last inning, and he got cued with it with Ryu earlier this season when we went 5.5 hours and lost to Arizona. We had a perfect opportunity to do what we're doing now, pinch hitting for the pitcher. He left Ryu in there, gave up another run. So Dave Roberts not getting cued with it. And Rich Hill, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 76 pitches, and not a good outing. Here's the pitch. Slider over the plate, swung on, and strike 1. Matt Kemp just got a great pitch. Or it started out as a great pitch, but ended up not over the plate. Kind of made him look foolish. And here's the 77th pitch for Stratton. Over the plate, fastball, swung on, strike 2. And Rich Hill, Matt Kemp loved that one. That's the type of pitch that I swing at. I just see it come off. I used to just see it come off their hand, and I could not swing. It was just the high fastball directly over the plate. And, you know, if you're not ready for it, you almost can't hit it. Here's the pitch. High fastball, swung on. That is popped up to shallow outfield, and then the second baseman makes the catch. So Matt Kemp pops up, and we now got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And if the Dodgers are going to want to get anything going, now would be the time to get started, because we got guys on base right now. Just a home run, no big deal. And here's Chris Taylor, who is very capable of hitting for RBIs. And I mean, this is just a great situation. Last year, if the Dodgers were in this situation, they would be like, you would be happy, you know, they're going to score. This year, not quite so automatic. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball over the plate, swung on. That is hit hard, but popped up. And that is going to be out number 3 to the center fielder. And Taylor loved the fact that you're swinging so aggressive. I mean, that could have easily been a home run if you just hit it a little bit better. But it's just not working out for him that great so far this year. And that's going to be the 3rd out, and the Dodgers leave people on base, which is something the Giants did the last 2 games we played them. They got 20 guys on base and scored none of them. So this could easily be 4-0 right now in the Giants' favor. Luckily, it's 2-2, and we're going to commercial break. And just don't understand why the internet is so slow. Oh, no, well, I wasn't saying that to you. So you're off of it? Because my data on my phone works great. Let's go Spectrum TV. Spectrum website, let's go. And every single time I open it up, you see like a loading bar come up in the middle of the website. And usually that doesn't happen. Here we go. Looks like it's going to work. Unable to complete request. We're sorry, something didn't work out right. Thanks for being here, everybody. Make sure you leave a comment. If you're a regular, if you're new, let me know. Bro, why are you doing this? No one cares, Danny Ortiz. Well, sometimes people come and it gets crowded. Like, you know, it just has to be kind of a close game. And people do come, and then you get subscribers. And I get loads of views, actually. More for Lakers. I'm new to Dodgers. It just takes a little while to get... It just takes a little while for people to know you're doing it and to start coming. Yeah, I mean, you want to do YouTube, you got to do something like this. Danny Ortiz. Thanks for coming. If you're still there, make sure you leave a comment. And Facebook, nobody really cares on Facebook. But trust me, if you got screwed by Spectrum, couldn't get to a game, and at work, you would want to hear the game. If you can't get to the radio, if you can't get to a TV, what else are you going to do? And if you did want to do something like this, how else would you start? You just do it. So Danny Ortiz, good question. Thanks for coming. Nobody is really here today. And you know what? Just kind of expected more people to come. Oh yeah, and I'm waiting for the Spectrum. The Spectrum website is officially just not working. The Spectrum website is officially just not working. And it finally went through, but it was just way too late. So I'm going back to the shady website. Luckily, there's one out already. And Baez, who, you know, our bullpen is pretty good. And it did really well in the game that we went 15 and a half innings. Baez is definitely one of the reasons why we got a good bullpen. Honestly, our starting pitching, not quite, getting a little worried about it. Rich Hill getting shelled. Kershaw's getting shelled. Jansen, the closer, he got shelled. You know, not the most awesome start to the season, that's for sure. And for some reason, this says we're still on commercial break. But if I look at this, we're obviously not on commercial break. Here we go. It's 0-1 to Panic. With one out, Baez, fastball that's low, ball 1. So it's 1-1. Panic steps in. Here's the pitch. High fastball. Swung on. Strike 2. So it's 1-2. Let's hope that this can just be an easy 1-2-3 inning. Spectrum Sportsnet, giving me slow internet. We got the replay of the miss. And yeah, that was just a fastball that was high. Number 12, Panic. You know, he just wasn't even close. And you know what? I'm just going to watch it on my phone. Back to my phone. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Panic. Over the plate. Strike 3. And that was kind of a breaking ball. That was kind of like a little breaking ball. Maybe a slider that started high. And he just swung and wasn't even close. Panic. You got owned. And now we got an advertisement for MLB TV. Watch every game. That's the problem, is people don't pay for that. They pay for Spectrum. And Spectrum doesn't give the game to half the city. Here's Andrew McCutchen. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Here's the pitch. Over the right-hand corner. No swing, strike 1. And McCutchen, you know, that was a very good pitch. He thought it was a ball. Umpire, I mean, we don't have the computer to tell us balls and strikes, but that looked like a pretty good strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, no swing, ball 1. So it's 1-1 right now. And McCutchen is 2 for 2 on the night, having a pretty good game. That's going to be a hit up the middle. And McCutchen is 3 for 3 on the game, gets on base with 2 outs. And you know what? That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Here is the replay. Good swing. And maybe Andrew Barnes playing a little bit out of position. He was playing over to the left field side. Like he was playing over to closer to third base. And it wasn't even up the middle, but it was a good hit. And here's Buster Posey. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a walk and a 2-run home run. And honestly, I didn't even think that he was capable of home runs anymore. And he's up right now. McCutchen looking like he's taking a pretty big lead, actually. Bellinger's awake. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, ball 1. And that one could have been called a strike. Buster Posey must have a pretty good eye. How old is he? I saw him running. He was trying to get to home, like on a base hit. He was so slow. It was crazy. He had to be one of the slowest baseball players I've ever seen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. And Baez looking like he's pitching around Buster Posey a little bit. Like with McCutchen, he was going right after him. And then with Posey, the next batter, he misses the plate, the strike zone, I think purposely twice. Cut over to Bellinger, who's having a great time talking with McCutchen at first. And Bellinger just talks to everybody. Here's the pitch, over the plate, swung on, fouled away. Looking for a black pen. But yeah, Bellinger just talks with everybody over at first. A little bit like Spider-Man in the movie Civil War, where he was like beating everyone up and they're in the airport battle, but he just kept talking. Bellinger is a little bit like that. Except at the end of the 15-hour game, he was not talking to anybody. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Posey, over the plate, swung on, strike, nope, fouled away. Fouled away. Great pitch from Baez, and Posey lucky to just put the bat on the ball. Oh, here's the pen. Oh, no. Because I used it recently, so it's got to be around. Oops. Here we go. It's 2-2. Buster Posey's. He's a righty. Part of the team that beat the Rangers. I think they won the World Series. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and that's going to be to the third baseman. And they throw him out at second. And that's 3 outs. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. And Baez does a pretty good job there, actually. And, yeah, bullpen's not so bad. Baez gets the job done. Stripling, not always confident with him in the game. But Baez is getting the job done. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you say something. Facebook, nobody's here. YouTube, we got people here, but not that many. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Make sure you leave a comment. And you know what? I'm going to check on Twitter. No, it's Periscope. On Periscope. Here we go. I gotta log in, I guess. Periscope. Log in with an existing account. Twitter. Redirecting you to the application. This might take a few moments. Oh, here we go. So now I need to go to... Oh, there's a guy on Periscope playing Madden 18 with 400 people watching. Doing way better than me. Still on commercial break. Seager's going to be up first. And you know what? He's a pretty good guy to have at bat first. And, oh, here's my account. I got 3,400 hearts and 29 followers on Periscope. Don't know if anybody is here right now, though. Oh, here we go. Anyway, gonna close that down. Make sure you leave a comment. Get the conversation going. We're back from commercial break. And I'm watching on my phone right now. And now they're giving Gibson an award. And he's throwing out the first pitch. He's bald. Looking pretty old. Doing the impression of him doing the fist bump when he got the grand slam. And honestly, the Dodgers, the last 20 years, we have not been awesome. So, no sweet Dodgers video except for the Gibson grand slam. And trust me, we milk that one. Corey Seager at the plate takes ball 1. 0-for-1 on the night with a walk and batting 185 this season with no home runs and 1 RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, fouled back. Seems to do pretty good at shortstop. He's got a great glove. And kind of getting used to Utley over at second. It was a little bit awkward during the preseason, but seems like they got it figured out. No more errors. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball over the plate, and that's going to be a base hit to the Drunken Pirate in left field. And he gets it and throws it back in, but that's going to be a base hit. And this is what the Dodgers do to score runs. We get guys on base with no outs. And then just we get the runs just happen. And you don't even remember how it happens, but they just do. Let's hope we got Yasiel Puig coming up right now. Because Yasiel Puig hasn't been hitting that great this season. Here's Yasiel Puig, the wild horse. He's definitely my favorite player on the team, the most jacked player on the team. Look at those arms. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike one. And Puig loves taking the first pitch. That's his thing to do. But that was maybe the one that you take deep. Yasiel Puig steps in. Not doing the best so far this season, but I've been watching. It's just bad luck, and it's just, you know, sometimes you just get unlucky. And Yasiel Puig is down 0-2 right off the bat, and we're getting a confused Puig on our hands, and he's complaining about that one. Oh, that was definitely a ball, and he knows it. The umpire was wrong. The computer told us. And way to go, Spectrum Sportsnet, for using the computer when we wanted to see it. Puig got screwed. Fastball way high, and it's 1-1. And yeah, Yasiel Puig not having a great season, but if they're calling strikes that are way inside, what is he supposed to do? And I don't like him complaining, but that one, you know, you were right. You were definitely right, Yasiel Puig. But don't complain so much. Worry about it later. You are getting screwed. We're watching. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Didn't go. So it's 2-2. And Yasiel Puig will never be an easy out, even when he's not batting great and in slow motion. That umpire at first was correct. That was a check swing, and he did not go. And it's amazing because it's really close, but he didn't. Barnes is taking a pretty big lead at first, but Stratton's not like checking him. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And probably would have been ball 3. But that was kind of in the same spot that the umpire called the strike before. So I think Yasiel Puig decided not to leave it up to the umpire and just swing. And got the bat on the ball, but fouled it away. And Buster Posey's playing catcher, just smiling, having a great time back there. Throws down no number. You know, he just said that sign didn't mean anything. He just didn't even throw down a sign to the pitcher. The pitcher threw a fastball. And that's going to be ball 3. I expected to see a sign to the pitcher, but Buster Posey just put his hand between his legs, and that was it. So that must mean fastball. And it's a full count, 3-2. Yasiel Puig steps in. There's no outs, so this is kind of a big deal. Tons of Dodger fans in the outfield. Stratton throws back to first. Not in time. So, I mean, it's a full count. Barnes is going to be running. And let's hope that Yasiel Puig can just hit a home run. But we'll take a base hit right now. We'll take a base hit. Or a walk. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. And Yasiel Puig, that was definitely a ball. And he got a little worried that the umpire might just call that one a strike because that's what he does. But didn't do it. And threw the bat down and is now taking his base. And great eye from Puig, great disciplined batting from Puig. Throws his bat and kind of like, see, you know what? These umpires suck. And is Yasiel Puig coming out? Oh, no, the pitcher is coming out. Stratton's done. The Giants are bringing in somebody new. And there's Crawford. Man, beautiful hair. It flows in the wind. And Dodgers got a pretty good inning going. And we're off to commercial break. Thanks for being here, everybody. YouTube, man, nobody is coming. And I think it's just because, is this on ESPN or something? But yeah, most of the time, people come. So let's see, what am I doing here? Let's go, let's change the category. Let's go entertainment. And yeah, nobody is coming, really. And also what happens is there are people that come that are kind of regulars. But they don't sit around for they don't stick around for the whole, for an extended period of time. They just want to see what the score is real quick and maybe just listen for a second and then they leave. But it's just the way YouTube works. It doesn't count them as like a concurrent live person. You got to like stick around for a little while. So it's weird because I'll be doing a game and then I'm like, yeah, but he didn't come, and there just nobody came. But then the next game I'll find out like, yeah, people came, but they just don't stick around. And in general, I mean, I have to keep doing this and get exposure, and then all it takes is like one guy that I haven't even met, that doesn't even know who I am, think, you know what, this guy's funny or whatever it is, and then stick around. And you know, it took me like a full game and a half last season just to get one regular, just talking to nobody. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. And my phone ran out of batteries, actually. I think my phone ran out of batteries, so I'm gonna have to bring up the shady stream, at least just to finish off this inning. Because the website comes up, everything comes up fast. The only thing that doesn't come up fast is the video. It's 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. This is the exact guy that we want up right now. My phone ran out of batteries. Let's go shady website. Hit a home run now or strike out. No base hits. It's 0-1. Bellinger's, you know, he's not looking quite as skinny as he did last year, but still skinny. Second year, just amazing how talented he is. I can see Seager at second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it froze up in the middle of his windup. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and that's popped up. Bellinger popped it up, and the first baseman, I think, is going to be able to get underneath it. Please go. Yep. And the first baseman makes the catch, and Bellinger definitely, you know, said an expletive after he made the catch, and with, you know, just looked frustrated. Great opportunity, and definitely bit on the first kind of inside high fastball. Maybe just not in the batting zone to be able to turn on that and take that deep, because we've seen him do it before. And Bellinger looked frustrated. Here's old man Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 2 on the night and batting .077 this season. Not great. And last year he did good in the postseason. I didn't get him, and I made fun of him all season. So this season, I'm not making fun of him anymore. Old man Logan, he's like Wolverine. He's like responsible Wolverine, and he can really step it up when he needs to step it up. And in the playoffs last year, when we needed people to step it up and rise to the occasion, a lot of our good players didn't. Old man Logan did. Wolverine's up right now. There's only one out. He is capable of hitting home runs. He's a righty, and the pitcher is Osich. He's a lefty. Osich is taking forever. Finally got the sign. Here's the first pitch, and it seems to, breaking ball over the plate, ball 1. And yeah, started low and then just kind of came inside on Forsythe. Wasn't even close to a strike. And you know, he's not gonna be an easy out. That is for sure. He understands this opportunity. The Dodgers need to get runs. We can't be making stupid errors. Old man Logan knows what he's doing. Definitely knows what he's doing. And Osich, as a pitcher, actually, is frustrating me more than anybody. Just taking his sweet time. And there's ball 2. And gotta wait for my phone to charge up a little bit so I can go back and start using data to watch the game. Because honestly, it is just way more fun if I don't have to just, because I'll be watching the game anyway if I could just not have to worry about it. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, ball 3. And that was just a little bit out of the strike zone, maybe a little high. And as you know, Wolverine is a very, very small little character, a very small little guy. And that's going to be 3-0 to old man Logan. Jock Peterson on deck. And he hasn't been having the greatest season yet either, but he is also capable of getting hits and rising to the occasion. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Osich, ball 4. And yeah, just another high fastball. Missed the strike zone. And now the Dodgers have the bases loaded with 1 out. And Jock Peterson coming up. Oh no, not Jock Peterson. We got Kike Hernandez, who is definitely capable of putting the bat on the ball and getting a hit. And also capable of walking because he's about 5'5", 130 pounds. You know, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a strike zone like at all. Born in 1991 in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Kike Hernandez stepping up to the plate. And now the coach for the Giants is an old guy with kind of a funny walk, is walking out to the mound. And Kike Hernandez, oh, somebody else is coming in for the Giants. The Giants are making a pitching change. And this guy also has luxurious hair. And maybe when I get it in HD, I'll be able to compare it with Crawford's hair, but I doubt it's going to be in that same level of coolness. But so far, so good. When he was running in, it was like bouncing. His bouncing is beautiful. And Guerin, yeah, the Giants, I mean, for a number of years now, have always had like the best hair. And started with Lincecum. You know, he just didn't care. On commercial break, Kike Hernandez is at bat. He can get hits. And he can walk. And I think the Dodgers are definitely better than 50-50 to score in this inning. And I mean, as long as he doesn't hit into a double play, that's a good situation. Make sure you leave a comment. Let's talk about Dodgers. If you're here on Facebook. Nope, nobody's here on Facebook. That's weird. Still on commercial break. And honestly, I think what I should do is for Dodgers games is only do the end of the games. Or I don't know what I should do because they're maybe a little bit too long to do all of them. So, still trying to figure out how to do Dodgers games in a way that's effective, meaning people come and they like it. And then also just not like 4 hours every other day because it gets taxing. Thanks for coming. Still on commercial break, but going to refresh this just so I know that I'm as up to date as possible on the Shady website. Here we go. Kike Hernandez is up at the plate, looking very small, has almost no strike zone. Guerin's hair is actually looking pretty sweet, but I'm not getting HD, so I don't know for sure. And that's going to be, someone's going to come home. That was a wild pitch. Wild pitch right off the start. Gets by Buster Posey. Like a weird breaking ball. Maybe that was Buster Posey's fault. And Barnes, who started off the inning, comes home. And now we have first base open. So now we might not even hit into a double play. And that was, you know, just perfectly over the plate. Definitely Buster Posey's fault. He set up outside, and then that was like a breaking ball that came inside against the right-handed batter. It's like a screwball. And Buster Posey wasn't ready. Definitely his fault. And the 2-run home run not looking quite as good. Guerin looked frustrated, and Kike Hernandez steps in, and it's 1-0. This guy Guerin throws a little bit of a sidearm. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That was a slider on the outside portion of the plate, but it didn't really slide. And called strike 1. And you know, this guy definitely looks a lot like Jesus. Guerin, his hair, and he's got a beard going. This guy has something going. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Over the plate below, ball 2. And yeah, this guy Guerin, haven't seen the miles per hour yet, but he's got a little kind of a sidearm, kind of a weird way that he throws it. And there's movement on the ball, but not tons of it. They're not curveballs. It's all kind of small movement, both inside and outside. I think he's throwing screwballs. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. And Guerin so far is the most unique of all the pitchers I've seen so far, except for maybe that guy on Arizona with the crazy name. Burger, something Burger, Boxburger. And here's the bullpen for the Dodgers just on the field at AT&T Park because it's so ghetto. And Cingrani was warming up, and, you know, always feel confident with him in the game. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Kike Hernandez. Ball called strike 2. And let's hope Spectrum shows us the computer. And that had to be low. Kike is never wrong. He's got no strike zone. And, you know, maybe it was at his front knee. Guerin, the pitcher, maybe got away with one there. Kike Hernandez looks ready. Doesn't have to worry about hitting into a double play. How about a home run? Here's the 3-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and that is fouled to the right field side. And crazy how far that ball went for not hitting it solidly. It was like almost as far as a home run. But foul ball. Kike Hernandez saw that was going to be a strike and just put the bat on the ball, and it almost was like home run length. So I'd be feeling pretty confident about this next pitch. If it's over the plate, he's going to hit it. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and that's a grounder to Crawford. Crawford throws it over to first and gets him out. So Yasiel Puig comes home, and it is now a tied 3-3 game. Kike Hernandez gets the RBI. Crawford makes the play to first, and he's got awesome hair. And Guerin, who just came in the game, already gave up 2 runs. First one wasn't his fault, but Guerin is already struggling. And the inning is not over. Here's Austin Barnes, 0 for 2 on the night with 2 flyouts. But batting okay this season, but not too many at-bats. He's due to do something, that's for sure. And there's a guy on second, so let's hope he hits a home run or some kind of a double or a huge hit. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And I still don't know what kinds of pitches these are. They look like sliders and screwball. I mean, not screwballs. What's the ones that come the other direction? They're sliders, but they come inside on a righty batter. He's able to do that. He's able to make it come inside on a righty batter the same way that a person throws a slider going the other way. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And yeah, those are coming. What is that? It's even the way that he throws it, it's like it's the opposite of a slider. And it's just got kind of some weird movement on it. And it looks like it's going to be coming inside more than it really does. But I think the fact that it comes inside at all is amazing. It's 1-1 to Barnes, who definitely looks ready and has about as small of a strike zone as Kike Hernandez. And the pitcher didn't like the situation and stepped off the mound. So Barnes, if you want to troll him right back, step out of the box right as soon as he gets ready. Not doing it. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, strike 2. And that was a beautiful pitch. Slider just looked good right off the bat, but actually out of the strike zone, and Barnes kind of got fooled. Tied 3-3. We can definitely use that run. And way to go Dodgers for making something out of getting a guy on base with no outs. We got something out of it. Got some help from the Giants pitching, having some control problems and walking people. But still, Dodgers, way to take advantage. We're not done yet. It's 1-2 to Barnes. Internet going a little bit slow. He's probably pitched it right now. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Barnes went down swinging. And that was just a great pitch from that guy. It was just like a high fastball, a little bit outside. And Barnes was behind, wasn't even close. So Dodgers score 2 runs in the top of the 6th inning. And it's tied 3-3. Yasiel Puig going like this. He's excited. And the wild horse. We got to get the wild horse back. Seen some sad face Puig a couple times. Seen some frustrated, complaining to the umpire, confused faces a couple times. Still have not seen wild horse face from Yasiel Puig this season. That will be great. Emu's Life, I care. Thanks for coming, Emu's Life. And yeah, Dodgers, it's just gonna be a new thing. And last year I did the Dodgers during the playoffs, and it was fun. And you know, people came. It was the playoffs, and it was exciting baseball. And at the World Series, I told everybody, no more Dodgers games. Make sure you come to the Lakers streams. And you would think there'd be more crossover, but really no. Had to start over with Lakers, and you know, with Dodgers, got to start over. So thanks for coming, Emu's Life. If you can't get to a TV, I got your back. And let's get the conversation going. What do you want to talk about? We can talk about baseball, we can talk about golf, we can talk about whatever. And you know, we could talk about Facebook and how their live streaming isn't quite as good as YouTube. And I know for sure there's people on Facebook right now that want Dodgers that can't get to a TV. But yet, for some reason, I have not figured out how to get them to me. Gonna figure that out. Thanks for coming. Emu's Life. And he's got a photo of that looks like an ostrich. Like maybe like a prehistoric bird or an ostrich. Oh no, that's an emu. An emu is a bird that looks like a prehistoric bird. Gotta be an emu. And I think you can buy them as pets. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. we got the Dodgers versus the Giants, and that's going to be Kershaw versus Black. And Kershaw is 0 for 2 on the season and needs to get the win. And that was the same matchup, the first game of the season. Kershaw versus Black. And Black, very boring as a pitcher, didn't show us anything awesome, but got the job done and beat Kershaw. And if the Spectrum website worked better, I would be less, you know, if I could just sit down and watch and get into the groove. And who's up right now? Is this Hunter Pence? Nope, it's Longoria, and it's 2-2. Cingrani is warming up in the bullpen. That's not a bull or a pen. It's just basically just an area on the field. Baez is still pitching. And Barnes sets up a little bit outside. And we got advertising for what's called forhims.com. Don't know what that is. Probably selling underwear or something. And that's going to be a ball. 95 miles an hour. Just way high. And wasn't even close. Longoria was never swinging. And the Drunken Pirate, my favorite player on the Giants, is up next. And I want to see him on base. I want to see him play. But as long as he doesn't score any runs or come home. So it's pretty tough with Pence, whether or not I should root for him or not. But you know what? Should we root for a Drunken Pirate anyway? You know, we do root for them. Maybe we shouldn't. You know, we can thank Disneyland and Jack Sparrow and Johnny Depp for that. But yeah, Pence. He's a Drunken Pirate baseball player. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Longoria. Internet's going slow. It seems to always happen right when the pitcher is in his windup. And Baez, not a huge leg kick, just kind of steps forward. Here's the pitch, over the plate. That's a ground ball to Seager at shortstop. He throws it over, and he's out. So, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And other than Rich Hill giving up those runs, the Dodgers bullpen looks pretty solid with Baez. And he usually always comes in first. So, don't know if he'd be considered our #1 bullpen pitcher, but so far he seems to look it. the drunken pirate is up next. And I am going to go back to using data. And let's take a look again. Now we're watching something on replay. Oh, the drunken pirate hit the ball right off the bat, and he's on base. And they're doing another meeting at the mound. And maybe Baez is going to be coming out of the game. But Hunter Pence is on base. And I think that was on the very first pitch. And that's just something a pirate would totally do. And here comes Cingrani, who, feel confident with him. And we're going to commercial break. Not too much of a problem so far in the bottom of the sixth inning. But, there's a guy on base. And he does play like a pirate. So we got to watch out. He can do something sneaky. On commercial break. Thanks for coming. This is going to come down to the ending. So, glad I'm doing it. Who's my favorite team? Emu's life. Definitely the Dodgers. I used to play baseball when I was a kid, like in Little League. I was pretty good. And I just loved the Dodgers. And I loved baseball, but really just the Dodgers. Then, went to college and just kind of stopped watching. We didn't have the greatest teams. Then we had Manny for a little bit. We got deep in the postseason. But honestly, in Los Angeles, there hasn't been too much to get around for younger Dodger fans in a long time. And you know what? Just recently, just haven't been watching them as much. And then started doing this because of Spectrum, and I couldn't even watch them if I wanted to. But yeah, definitely Dodgers. And honestly, I'm not the type of guy that would sit down and just watch a full game. Maybe the Dodgers, maybe every once in a while. I mean, I follow them, but not the type of guy that would watch a full baseball game. Especially one that the Dodgers weren't playing in. So honestly, this is kind of fun because now I'm watching and paying attention in a way that I wasn't before. And baseball is just maybe a little different sport than I thought in the professional tier. And more of a thinking man sport. And the way the pitching and the batters battles happen, it reminds me a little bit about poker. Like playing one-on-one poker and you're playing with this guy. And the pitching hitting battles, to me, are the most fun part. And when I'm doing this play-by-play, it's just what I do because I'm just telling people what I see, and the pitching and the batting is all that I see. So yeah, it's definitely it was more fun than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, read the question, maybe took it a little bit too far. Still on commercial break. Cingrani, I think, he takes a little while to get warmed up. He's very, I don't know what word I'm looking for, not persistent, but he's careful in what he does. He's like a robot. And he's got one of those kind of red-headed beards, but it's not like a red-headed beard, but he's got one of those beards going. And here we go. Up to bat is Belt, a lefty, kind of a little guy. Cingrani is a tall, muscular lefty, so it's lefty versus lefty. And the first pitch, 90, is that 7 or a 1? Definitely a fastball inside ball 1. And Cingrani, that might have been some velocity right there with 97 miles an hour, but not totally sure. I mean, it looked hard. And I'm going to go back to watch this on my phone. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over the plate, swung on. That is hit hard to Puig. And going to be off the wall. Puig doesn't time it right, and that's bouncing to somebody else. And the drunken pirate's going to come home. Of course, the drunken pirate comes home. Belt hit a double, and had Puig time that off, played the bounce off the wall better, no way the drunken pirate comes home. He saw that Puig messed it up and then came home. And that was the exact same play that the Dodgers got an RBI off of too, which was off the wall. And way to go, Belt. Yasiel Puig is a bit of a spaz out in right field, but in general is a net positive, and probably that one wasn't even his fault. But he's got a gun, so had he been able to get there, no way the pirate comes home. But that's what pirates do. They're sneaky. They steal stuff. They're going to get the job done. And we got to get Pence on the Dodgers. I know that's sacrilegious, but let's get Pence. He's fun. And, you know, maybe that was just a bad bounce off of the wall, too. Let's take it. I mean, if this was an HD, I'd be able to tell you, but Spectrum website, you suck. I'm gonna go to still don't know if that was bad luck or not. It was probably bad luck. Puig is, you know, he's smart in his own way, and most of the time in that spot he would have been there. And just the velocity that the ball came off of the wall at, it was pretty crazy too. Like, it wasn't even like down to the ground. It came flying to like the center fielder. And then the center fielder had to get it. But that's bad luck. Crawford is up right now, another lefty with a man on second with no outs. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, strike one. And Crawford with the luxurious hair, definitely my second favorite player on the Giants. 0 for 1 on the night, batting 238 the season with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. So not the greatest season so far for Crawford, but plays shortstop, and all he needs to do is show up on time with that hair, and they'll never fire him. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. And wow, Cingrani is throwing pretty hard, and I don't think the Giants are ready for it. And, you know, he's got the beard thing going like every other baseball player. So I'm not going to fault him for that. Here's Crawford. Awesome hair. Little bit of neck beard, but, you know, that's okay. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1. And that was 92 miles an hour high. And Crawford didn't fall for it. The coach for the Giants looks like kind of like he should be hanging out at a dive bar at 2 o'clock in the morning smoking Marlboro Reds. He looks kind of hardcore, but, you know, he's the coach of the Giants. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, strike 3. And Cingrani made Crawford with the luxurious hair look foolish, but let's keep the camera on him and just see it flowing in the wind. Here's the replay. That last pitch was low and outside and breaking and unhittable. But Crawford decided to give it a shot anyway. And Cingrani, wow, that is, you know, so far so good. Here's Gorky's Hernandez. This season he is 3 for 6 total. So not doing too terrible as a pinch hitter. And honestly, I like his name, Gorky's Hernandez. That's like my favorite name so far. He steps in, and still an opportunity for the Giants. They got a guy on second, but Cingrani is pitching pretty well. And let's just not take him out for a little while. Dave Roberts, you don't got to get so cute with the lineup. We have good players. We have good hitters. Just set a lineup, get some pitching, and let's just get the game over with. No reason to get so cute with it. Though Cingrani was probably a good choice. Oh, it's at 7. And you know what? Finally got my phone working again, and it says we're on commercial break. So this inning must be over. Yep, it is over. And I am going to close that down. Thanks for coming. We're on commercial break. The Giants continue to hit the Dodgers pretty well. Luckily, the Dodgers can hit also. But we're going to have to do a little bit better pitching and on defense. 4 runs to the Giants, and just the runs that we've been giving up to them, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Giants are a second-tier team up there in San Francisco. And they just keep beating us. Dodgers, 8-ball, 8-ball, 8-ball. Rosa Molina, thanks for coming. Make sure you leave a comment. Do exactly what you did. Let's get the conversation going. Emu's Life, who's your favorite team? Still on commercial break. Emu's Life, if you're still there, who's your favorite team? I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. weren't here when I woke up. I had. Why you were wondering before me? What's up, people? We're back. Looking like it's 2-2 to Chase Utley, who definitely old, and I like to make fun of, and didn't think that I was going to actually broadcast his at-bats. But, you know, I think I have to, if I'm going to be a responsible, fair sports broadcaster. So Chase Utley, he's at bat right now. It's 2-2. Going back to my phone to watch the game because Spectrum... No, Spectrum, you suck. Spectrum, you suck. I'm just going to say it. I'm not even going to try. Just going to do it on my phone. Using my own data. Here we go. Is Chase Utley... Oh, Chase Utley's... Oh, here we go. What'd he do? Chase Utley hit... Did Chase Utley hit a home run? Did Chase Utley just hit a home... Chase Utley just hit a home run. Oh my goodness. And I have missed every single run since... I mean, I got here in the second inning. I have seriously missed every single run just about. And even Chase Utley. And look at that hair, actually. He's got his hair off. And, you know, he's definitely older. Definitely older. But, you know, he's got a little bit of the Silver Fox Anderson Cooper gray going on top. And I'm definitely respecting him a little bit more. Just a tough out. And who knows, maybe last year just in the playoffs didn't trust him. Don't know why Dave Roberts is playing him so much, but getting the job done, tied 4-4. This is going to come down to the ending. Still no outs. Taylor, chopper to third. And they're going to get whoever that guy is, number 9, that was at second. So I missed all sorts of stuff. And who was that at second? No, Jock Peterson somehow got on base. So yeah, from here on out when I do Dodgers, if I don't have a perfect internet connection, I'm just doing it on my phone. Because, I mean, when I'm just relaxing and there's nothing to worry about and I'm just watching the game and doing this, there's no stress. It's kind of fun. I'm just watching the game, but just not completely wasting my time because at least I'm doing YouTube. But when I'm having internet connection, it's not fun at all. So I'm just going to do it on my phone. And the Giants are making another pitching change. And I cannot believe that I missed the Chase Utley home run. So I guess I'm sticking with the rule of not broadcasting Chase Utley. But it's tied 4-4, and he's getting the job done. And there's only one out. Taylor is up right now, and he's not batting that great. And I put him in a different category than Puig, who's not batting great, but I think this might be like just ups and downs of baseball, and it just so happens all his hard hits are right to people, and just, you know, just getting a little unlucky. Chris Taylor is showing me another strategy to batting completely than he did last year, in which last year he would go down 0-2 and he would get the pitch count to 20, and then he would walk, and that would happen half the time. Now he just swings hard. And I'm thinking, I hope, I don't know, I suspect that Dave Roberts told Taylor at the beginning of the season, we know what you can do. You are great at what you can do. For the first month of the season, swing like Turner, swing like Bellinger. Taylor, just swing like Bellinger. Let's see what happens. Let's see what you can do. And then you can go back to your normal leadoff batting. And I don't know why, but I suspect that's what's going on because the strategy of his batting is just so different. Still on commercial break. Let's hope that my shady phone website does well. Yep, still on commercial break. Tied 4-4. Dodgers have an opportunity to go ahead. Here we go. Who's pitching for the Giants? I'm watching on my phone. This is Tony Watson. He's 7-4 last season with 71 games. So a little bit of a workhorse. And he's coming in here in the top of the 7th with the Dodgers not playing and hitting awesome, but definitely dangerous. Let's see what he can do. Probably better than that sidearm guy that was throwing before. Here's Corey Seager. He's 1 for 2 on the night, not having the greatest season so far, but you know, it's still early. It's going to take the Dodgers a little bit of time, and we just don't have any offensive leadership without Turner, who was leading by staying quiet. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is a chopper. That's going to be a base hit. The Drunken Pirate gets it in left field, but holds up the lead runner at second. So Hunter Pence, my favorite player on the Giants, plays like a drunken pirate. You know, he holds up the play at second. Crawford, yeah, that was just going to be a base hit no matter what. Great hit from Austin Barnes. And here's Yasiel Puig, the person that we want up right now. He's my favorite player on the team. He's 0 for 2 on the night. He's batting 167 with 2 RBIs this season. Not doing great, but I think he's swinging the bat and hitting okay. He's getting unlucky. So they just showed us a stat. Dodgers batting 239 with runners in scoring position, and that is just not going to be good enough. But also, I think we're just kind of missing Turner more than we think, and I think Turner batting in front of Puig helps out Puig more than we thought also. In addition, I think he's getting unlucky, but he is still the disciplined, great batter that we know. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and popped up. And wow, that's going to be an out. Yasiel Puig is usually so disciplined, and I think that was a little lower than you thought it was going to be, and usually he takes that one. He's taken every other first pitch. The rest of the game, he swings at the first one, pops it up. And I don't know what's going on with Puig, but I think that might just be bad luck. Here's Cody Bellinger, the only other guy that we would want up in this situation. He steps in, hit a home run or strikeout, one or the other, no base hits. Here's the pitch. Strike one, 91 miles an hour, low and outside. Good eye from Bellinger, but the umpire called it a strike. And, you know, I would like to see the computer on that one. Nonetheless, it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from the lefty. Breaking ball over the plate. Swung on and a strike. So it's going to be 0-2 to Bellinger. But then I think they were trying to catch Barnes at second, so the catcher threw it to second. But he was back in time. Yasiel Puig looked frustrated talking to one of the coaches. And this inning is not over yet. Dodgers still very dangerous. Here's the pitch from the lefty. Here's over the plate, swung on. That is hit very hard, but gonna be an out. The right fielder got underneath it, and that is 3 outs. And Bellinger, you know, home runs or strikeouts. Pick one or the other. Stop with that. But nonetheless, the old man, Chase Utley, hits a home run, ties it up 4-4. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. So, you know, it's going to be a good game, people. Thanks for coming. If you're on YouTube, if this is your first time, make sure you leave a comment. I do this, think about it like radio. If you can't get to a TV, if you're at work, if you're driving, or just a Spectrum customer, but can't get the game, come here. I know it's not awesome, but I got your back. Think about it like radio. And I'm going to slowly make it better. Like, what I'm going to try to do next is get the sound of the game, but with the real announcers pulled out. So that makes it more like radio, so you guys can hear the game, but also me. Either way, that's really hard to do audio-wise. Like, it takes what's called an audio engineer, and you have to pay them. But I'm going to do that. You know, it's worth it for me, too. If I'm going to be sitting here anyway, if you guys can get the sound of the game, that would be great. But yeah, thanks for coming. make sure you leave a comment. Let's talk about the Dodgers. Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite team? What are you worried about? Yeah, just general Dodger talk. I'm down. I mean, you guys definitely know more than me, so you might want to fill me in on that. Lakers, Los Angeles, movies, the Masters, whatever you want. I'm best at aviation. I'm an aviation enthusiast. Like, I like airplanes. I like building airplanes. I like flying them. And you know what? Got pretty good amount of hours up in the plane flying, but don't have my license and never actually landed one. But let's say that you and me were in an airplane, and then you hear somebody yell, "The pilots are sick. They can't fly. Is anybody here a pilot?" And then now you got all the people in the plane like looking at each other. If nobody is actually a licensed pilot, and everybody says no, I'm definitely the one that you want flying the plane. I don't know. I love aviation, but like sports, I'm down for whatever. You know what? Landing it would be rough, and without help from the ground, couldn't do it in a real plane like one of those jets. Without help from the ground, but in one of those little Cessnas, definitely. And you know, it's not that hard. Anyway, Twitch, what's up, guys? Facebook, people here on Facebook. So, you know, Facebook, never know what's going on. I mean, I know for sure there's Dodgers people on Facebook, but just haven't got them to me yet. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Make sure you leave a comment. And if you're on Twitch, what's up, guys, from Twitch or Twitter? And honestly, I like Twitch. I've been looking into it a little bit more, and it's fun because the people that watch on Twitch, like the people that watch, have tried streaming or are other streamers or kind of understand what the person is trying to do. On YouTube, 99 out of 100 people have never tried to stream in their life. They don't even still get it. And they're just confused when they see this. Where on Twitch, they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude?" So yeah, Twitch. I really do like Twitch. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna try to do you guys more. But YouTube, focusing on YouTube. Facebook, still doing Facebook. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling, and we're still on commercial break. And nope, we're not on commercial break. But my phone, you know, I think I gotta hit play. Anyway, who's up right now? Maeda is pitching for the Dodgers. And I'm just going to try the Spectrum website. But there's no way it's going to work. The Spectrum website has just been terrible all day. No way. Let's go Spectrum website. It's 1-2 to Jackson. And he's over 3 on the night. So, you know, Maeda should be able to take care of him. And, you know what? This is just not going to work. I got to stop trying. And what's weird is the internet for everything else is working pretty well except for the streams. And Spectrum, I'm not even trying anymore. You did pretty good like for the last month or so, but today you're not doing well. And it's 2-2 to Jackson. It would be great to get this out. Just start off this inning with an out. That would be sweet. Because the Giants, although don't seem to be a good team on paper, do seem to hit and swing the bat. And oh, they got a double. See, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Joe Panic is up right now, and Jackson must have got a double. He's at second, and we're in the bottom of the 7th, and San Francisco continues to be a threat. Here's the pitch, breaking ball over the plate, but low and no swing, so ball 1. And the shady website that I'm at right now, streaming the game, is definitely doing the best out of all of them, including the Spectrum website, including my phone. So shady website, way to go. And this is the one that I started with. So you know what? This one, Out of all the shady websites out there to stream and watch stuff, this one is top tier. Top tier shady stream. And am I just going to go back to my phone? So then it says it's 2-0. This says it's 1-0. So we're a little bit behind. It's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Over the plate, swung on. That's popped up. And that's going to be to center fielder Chris Taylor. He makes the catch. And they tag up. Nope, they don't tag up. And they hold the runner, Jackson, at second. And just going to close up the computer. Here we go. Just going to use my phone. There we go. And now we're... Oh, there's the double from Jackson. I don't know if that was a double. Oh, no, they're showing other hits in the game, and yeah, he continues just to hit pretty well. And here we go. We got Andrew McCutcheon. Oh, here we go. I mean, finally comfortable. Just going to use my phone. And how am I comfortable doing this? It's just better than it was. Guy on second. No outs. Over the plate. Swung on. That's going to be a fair ball down the line. Forsythe somehow gets it. So saves the runners from getting farther up, but no outs. And I gotta stop getting so excited and just focus on the play-by-play. And this whole game, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get better at doing the baseball. And I've just been clicking around trying to find the game fast on the internet. So just gotta focus on the play-by-play. So yeah, that was a ground ball right down the line. Just barely fair ball. And old man Logan was lucky to get his glove on the ball at all. But yeah, had no play anywhere. So the Giants continue to be a threat. Have two guys on with one out. And I'm going to refresh this on the computer. Refresh that. And here's Buster Posey up to bat. He's got a home run. He's already got a home run tonight. I didn't even know he can still do that. And the crowd looking very excited, but, you know, not up on their feet. In San Francisco, they're serious people. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, fouled back. And that was a kind of a sharp little slider over the plate. And luckily that moved, because if he ever throws one of those over the plate that doesn't move, that is a definite meat ball. And you know what? It doesn't matter who it is batting, really. All these guys can hit B-balls. So Maeda, watch out for that. And Dave Roberts bringing in Maeda when Cingrani looked awesome. You know, you must know what you're doing. Genius coach. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. No swing. Strike 2. And Buster Posey not happy about the call. Convinced it was a ball. And honestly, I think it was a ball too. But we'll take it. It's 0-2. And his career versus Maeda is 288. And we got Austin Jackson at second and Andrew McCutcheon at first. TK Hernandez back in left field. That's fun. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Over the plate. No swing. Ball 2. And that was started over the plate, but broke out of the strike zone. But really close. Maeda might be in the zone. And his control looks pretty good. Thanks for coming. If you can't get to a TV, make sure you leave a comment. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, strike 3. And that was over the plate. Started off low and then broke more down. And now we're watching it on the computer. And yeah, that was a breaking ball. Yeah, he was definitely hitting his spots on the outside. And then strike 3 was way low. And Maeda definitely made Buster Posey look a little bit foolish, actually. And now we got 2 outs. Here comes Ivan Longoria, who's 1 for 3 on the night. And I've seen the Giants playing this year so far. I mean, we can't believe we're playing them again already. But not too worried about Longoria. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. And Maeda, you know, maybe he should have, if you are going to throw that pitch, maybe throw it a little bit more inside and at his face. You know, there's 2 outs, there are 2 guys on. You know, throw some chin music. Throw some chin music. Show the Giants what's up. We're the top tier team. We won the NL. Then go back to pitching. But throw some chin music. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over the plate. Strike 1. 1-1. Longoria, you know, that one would have been a tough one to swing at. It just looked low, and it didn't really break too much. And honestly, it could have easily been a ball. And they're not showing us the computer. But Dodgers bullpen hanging up pretty nice. But once again, our starting pitching with Rich Hill, the 38-year-old who throws curveballs over the plate, swung on, strike 2. Wow. Maeda's getting the job done. And that was, I think that was just a fastball actually that didn't move. It was just over the outside corner and he just swung and missed it. Definitely would have been called a strike. And here in the bottom of the 7th would be nice to get out of this jam. Because the Giants keep on getting people on base. It's crazy. Here's the pitch. Fastball over the plate. Swung on. Strike 3. Wow. Maeda, way to go. Longoria looks back at Maeda like, what the hell was that? That was what's called some high cheese. And you swung. You can't lay off of it. And there's no way you were going to hit it. He gave you breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball, all in great spots. Made Posey look like an idiot. Now you're up to bat. Breaking ball, breaking ball. You know, it wasn't easy. And then just gave you a high fastball over the plate, and you didn't even have a chance. Great pitching from Maeda. And though not as good as he would have wanted it, letting people on base, took care of business and looked in control. So way to go, Maeda. We're going to the top of the 8th inning, tied 4-4. And I mean, it's a good game. You know what? More. I don't know if I can do more extra inning games. I mean, I've already done that one, and that's enough for one season. But if it happens, it happens. We're on commercial break. Make sure you leave some comments. And people are here. Emu's Life. What's up, Emu's Life? Who's your favorite team? Mine's definitely the Dodgers. And yeah, it's tied 4-4. Chase Utley tying the game. And even when we played Arizona for 5.5 hours, and I was doing this play-by-play, I don't know why. Sucked. But it was crazy. Every single time I looked down, more people came. So I couldn't like go the whole time and then just have like 75 people watching and then just close it up. So I was kind of forced into it. But 5.5 hours. You know what? I'll take extra innings. That'll be fun. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Make sure you leave a comment. Let's get Facebook. But they're better than the Dodgers. Are the Giants better than the Dodgers? Not according to my RotoChamp NL West projected standings. 5 years NL West champions. Chris Rubio. Thanks for coming. Zach Aguilar. Oh, my bad, they are. Yeah, you know, chat it up in the comments. Talk about whatever you want. You can troll me. You can do whatever you want. Say something offensive. I don't care. The funnier, the better. But if it's too offensive, then YouTube like has a computer that catches it and it doesn't even post. So if you are going to be offensive, make sure you stay away from those 4-letter words. Anything that starts with an F, usually a no. And no threats. But other than that, it's the internet. You can get away with anything. Thanks for coming. Oh, here we go. We're back. Gotta go back to my phone. Who's up to bat right now? It's old man Logan. And he is definitely, it's 2-1. And I gotta keep my eyes open because when I'm doing Lakers, it always seems like I miss the beginning of these innings. My timing isn't good yet. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, strike 2. And that was a great pitch to hit. There's no movement. It was over the plate. Not a lot of velocity. And this Giants pitcher, Watson, is lefty, but you know, he's not showing me anything right now. Though that 92-mile-an-hour pitch, whatever that one was, because he's a lefty and a little bit sidearm. and he threw it high and outside to the righty, but it was moving. I was like, what the hell could have that have been? Maybe like a four-seam fastball. Here's the 3-2 pitch over the plate. Strike. What? They call that a ball. They call that a ball. The Dodgers got lucky. Spectrum, show us the computer. And old man Logan, you know what? Wolverine, I mean, he's been alive for hundreds of years. And, he knows stuff. Old man Logan on the Dodgers knows stuff. And takes his base. And here comes Kike Hernandez, who is, just about the right guy that we want up right now. He barely has a strike zone. He's a tough out. He gets hit. He can put the bat on the ball, and I've seen him hit a home run. So Kike Hernandez, good to see him. And they throw the pitch. They throw back to first. Oh, and he's only batting 176 this season with 4 RBIs, but he definitely gets RBIs. But yeah, they throw back to first. Is old man Logan fast? Is he a threat to steal? Because that would be awesome. The first pitch is a ball outside. And watch this. Kike Hernandez is not going to make it easy. This is what he does. He comes from Puerto Rico. On the Dodgers, living the dream. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And this lefty, Watson, pretty tall, pretty strong. Maybe having a little bit of control problems on those breaking balls, like around the plate. Like his sliders are just a little bit too inside. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. No swing. Strike 1. Kike Hernandez was not going to be swinging at that. And here comes 54 for the Giants in the bullpen. Looks like a big fat guy. But not the bullpen, just warming up on the field. Second tier stadium, second tier team. Over the plate, swung on. That is hit hard, but popped up. And Kike Hernandez, I like the effort. But that's going to be an out in right field. And just this whole entire game, whether it's Puig or Bellinger or anybody, it seems like we're hitting these balls hard. But they've been pop-ups. Or off the wall, and where are the home runs? Maybe there's like a headwind or something, or maybe it's cold, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like these balls are traveling for the Dodgers. Except for Chase Utley. That thing just kept going. Here's Jock Peterson batting righty this time. And, let's hope he comes from Canada. Jock Peterson. Or it seems like he should come from Canada. But I don't know. But if I ever met a guy named Jock Peterson, I'd be like, oh, he's from Montreal. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball over the plate. No swing. And that's strike 2. It's 0-2. Wait. Is this? No. This is a guy named Farmer. This is a pinch hitter. So, is it? No, yeah, this is a guy named Farmer. This is not Jock Peterson. Over the plate, that is going to be a base hit to the gap between first and second. And Farmer, pinch hitting, comes up clutch with the base hit. So now the Dodgers have 2 men on with 1 out. And here comes the old man, Chase Utley, who's already hit a home run and definitely been a tough out this whole game. And yeah, that was just not even a meatball, but yeah, hit it right over Levi's landing. It didn't have the Barry Bonds distance, didn't make it to the water. But still a definite home run. And here's Chase Utley. He's 2 for 2 on the night with a solo home run, a double, a walk, and 2 runs. So great game for Chase Utley. And this would just be the cherry on top if he can just get a home run. Step it in there, leaning back. A lot like the way Turner does it, but as a lefty, it looks cool. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And I don't know what kind of a world we live in where Watson, big guy, big lefty for the Giants, is pitching away from Chase Utley. But yeah, that was way outside, and he just didn't want to give him anything at all. Utley staying in the box, leaning back like Turner. Too bad Turner's not playing. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, fouled back. So it's 1-1, and Chase Utley seems to be doing pretty good with these lefties. And that was I don't know if that was a fastball or just a slider, but it was over the plate and started inside and went outside. And those sometimes can be tough as a left-handed batter versus a left-handed pitcher. Like I know Bellinger struggles with that, but Chase Utley seemed to not care. He just stays in the box. He doesn't care. He can't move too much. He's 50. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and he steps off the mound. Watson worried about Chase Utley. And Watson was like probably playing Little League when Chase Utley was playing for the team with Victorino. You know, Victorino screwing the Dodgers in the playoffs. Don't like that guy. Chase Utley was on that team. So you know what? I like him. I don't like him. He's a Hall of Famer. I respect him. That is hit hard and not going to be a base hit. That was directly to the Drunken Pirate in left field. And he doesn't make errors in left field. Like you'd think he would, but he doesn't. And Chase Utley hits he hit it hard. But that's 2 outs, and you know what? You already tied us up in the last inning. You're good. Here comes, should be Chris Taylor, or I don't know who's up now. But they're showing who's this guy for the Giants. I think that's the pitcher. I don't know what's going on. And who's up? Is this Grandal? They're bringing in Grandal, so that means they're going to take out the pitcher. And Grandal is definitely he was the best hitting player on the team for a little while, especially the first couple games against the Giants when we were just doing terrible. Here's Yasmani Grandal batting .381 on the season. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. And that was bullshit. Definitely looked low because Grandal is a tall guy, and he's definitely had like the highest strike zone out of everybody so far that I've seen. And that was low, but still called a strike. And this umpire, you know, seems to be all over the place. Definitely screwed Puig earlier. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 2 on and 2 outs. Over the plate, swung on and fouled back. So Grandal is going to go down 0-2, but that shouldn't be a problem. I've seen him go down 0-2 numerous times this season and still get on base and still walk. He's doing what Chris Taylor did last year. And if anything, that disrespected the pitcher a little bit, just to swing at those. He doesn't care. So now the pitcher's thinking, oh boy, what does he know that I don't? And I wouldn't be surprised if Grandal hits a home run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way low, out of the strike zone, and it's 1-2. This is just a great situation for the Dodgers. We just need to score. We just need to score now. Bring in Jansen, win the game. I mean, it used to be so easy last year. This year hasn't been quite so easy, and we're 2-5 so far. You know, Turner, we need some offensive leadership, and he wasn't even like, he was a quiet leader. Over the plate, swung on, strike 3, and that is the end of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Tied 4-4. And it's going to be a good game. And it's against the Giants. We wouldn't want it any other way. Wouldn't want it any other way, but maybe a little bit easier. Maybe a little bit easier because if you take a look, I mean, the RotoChamp projected standings, they're only supposed to be 81-81. Huge improvement from last season, but it's not very good. Yes, strikeout. What's up, YouTube? Make sure you leave a comment. Facebook, people are coming. Let's do this, Dodgers. Jimmy Boy Archuleta, thanks for coming. I'm on your team. I need a better live stream. Andre Pickens, go to Spectrum. It's terrible though. I haven't been able to watch it the whole time. But Spectrum is it. This guy talking in this. Why is this guy talking in this game? Gabriel Job, because I'm doing like a play-by-play. Hey bro, show the game, not you, Zach Aguilar. That's not how the internet works. YouTube shuts me down, and the Olympics already got one of my accounts right now, so definitely can't do that. That's not how the internet works. Think about this like radio. I mean, I'm not, you know what, you don't have to come back, but if you can't get to a TV or you're at work, you know, you can listen to me. Think about it like an update, trying something new. I'm not claiming to know anything about baseball, not claiming anything, just giving you a play-by-play, giving you an option if you are a Spectrum customer, because screw them. Zach Aguilar, thanks for coming. Facebook, YouTube, leave a comment. What was the score of the last game? Against the Giants, or were we playing the Diamondbacks? I don't know. What was the score of the last game? Still on commercial break. Emu's life. And yeah, you know, it's going to come down to the ending. And what's so funny is I was doing this since the second inning, and it just takes a little while for people to come. But same with the 5.5 hour game, and even same with the Lakers. When it's a close game, that's when people get on their phones and want to watch and can't get it. So thanks for coming, everybody. I'm new to doing Dodgers and play-by-play, so just not awesome yet. But I'm going to get better at it. And who knows? Maybe I could be like a real radio broadcaster at some point, but on the internet, on YouTube. Anyway, I don't like Spectrum. Here's Pence, up to bat for the Giants. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Pence, the drunken pirate, takes the first pitch, which was strike 1. Oh, here's Ross Stripling. He's 0-0, and 5 innings pitched, 5 hits. So Stripling not having the greatest start, and you know what? Even last year, always worried with him in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's ball 1. And yeah, Stripling, he's got a crazy curveball that falls off of a table, but it seems like he can get lit up by just about anybody in the league, no matter how terrible they are. Hunter Pence, left fielder for the Giants, I think plays like a drunken pirate. I like his style. I want him on the Dodgers. That's sacrilegious, but you know, we'll take him and that's it. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, not swung, but a ball. And yeah, that was a kind of a weak curveball. Started over the plate and then ended up being a ball. Wasting my data right now, but Spectrum, your internet just sucking. And your website was even worse. So wasting my data on a shady website on my phone. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up, but foul. Popped up behind the plate. And a blonde woman got the ball. And, you know, didn't bring her glove, didn't have to do any work. It just ended up at her feet. And now she's laughing. I'm looking at the Giants fans right now. Look like a bunch of kind of middle-aged, rich white people. You know what? Still looking for a black guy in the crowd. Haven't seen one yet. I'll let you know when we do. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. So it's 3-2 to Hunter Pence, who is just the type of player that gets the job done, and he's sneaky. So always a little worried when he's on base or doing anything. But Stripling, he's got him 3-2. Now let's just hope he can get him out. I'll take anything but a home run, though, because I like this guy, Hunter Pence. But just anything but a home run. I'll take a triple, but then he doesn't come home. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Hunter Pence, the drunken pirate, strikes out. And Stripling, who, you know what, I don't know if he's good or not, gets it done. And that was a curveball, perfect curveball, over the, it was like just barely outside. And that was perfect. And even Pirates can't put the bat on that. Stripling, that was impressive. You know, I guess he still had some room in the count to work, so no reason to throw it too much over the plate. But still, for him to be that aggressive, that was awesome. Way to go, Stripling. And you got one up. And here's the pitch against Belt. Swung on, strike 1. So yeah, Stripling so far looking good. Last year, definitely kind of his style to look good, and then just out of nowhere. It'll be like the 7th batter on whatever team we're playing. Stripling just throws one hanging curveball, and that thing is deep. Like, sometimes they don't even land. And this is like little guys, like Kike Hernandez. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 2. And that was a perfect example of the type of pitch that people can just take deep. And we got the infield all playing over to the right. Chase Utley, wow, that's amazing. Why doesn't this guy just hit it down the third base line? That is a guaranteed hit. And that's what's called a shift. And the infield has shifted over. Now, if you ask me, that's disrespectful. You just hit it down third base line. It's a guaranteed hit. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside and high, ball 1. So yeah, Belt. And he's one of those players. I mean, I've seen the Giants now a couple times, and, you know, it hasn't impressed me yet. And I don't understand how the Giants are doing so well against us. They are, I mean, who are these guys? Buster Posey is the only one I've ever heard of. And then we got this guy Black beating Kershaw. And who are these guys? Here's the pitch. Strike 3. And he is not happy about that. He was cussing at the umpire on the walk back to the dugout. He's still cussing. Let's take a look on the computer. And usually these guys know when they're that far out. Oh, nope, that was on the line. This umpire, man, Stripling, that was a great pitch. It was so good that that guy was convinced it was a ball. But no, the computer says perfect strike. And here's my second favorite player on the team for sure. Brandon Crawford, plays shortstop. You know, just beautiful hair. It's like John Stamos from Full House. You know, mid-90s type of hair. Like long, but curly and even better. Like better than John Stamos. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 1. Stripling continues to kind of impress me so far. And it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And wow, that was another great pitch from Stripling. But just a little bit outside of the zone. And surprising, actually, that he didn't swing. I would have done the same thing. And if I were you, Stripling, do the exact same thing. He'll never think that you're going to do that again. Crawford looks kind of badass the way he stands in the box. Here's the pitch. Low. He did do the same thing again, but missed the strike zone by a lot. Crawford didn't fall for it, and it's 2-1. So yeah, we're almost out of this inning, and we're about to go to the top of the 9th. So wow, let's hope the Dodgers can get the lead. Just Puig hit a home run. But first, we got to get through Crawford and his beautiful hair. And it's awesome when he's on second base as a runner, because you can see him like when the pitcher's pitching, and you can kind of see him from behind, and his hair, like when he's running and jumping and in the wind. Goodness gracious, it's like he should be in a shampoo commercial. And he looks like a guy that should be in soap operas. Anyway, Crawford, definitely my second favorite player, only because of the hair. You know, just keeping it real. And he's the only one doing that right now. And he pulls it off perfectly. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Stripling is looking pretty good. Fastball, over the plate, strike 3. Crawford's pissed, yelling at the umpire, pulls his helmet off, and now we're taking a look at that mane. Wow. That is beautiful. And if I didn't have curly hair, I would go to the hair cutters and say, give me Brandon Crawford. And we're on commercial break, going to the top of the 9th. Stripling looked pretty good out there, though I did see a couple of those hanging curveballs that people take deep. Luckily, they didn't get one. And we are going to the top of the 9th inning. And this is just a good game. If anyone's here, make sure you leave some comments. Say something funny. Hello, guys. Emu's life. Yeah, people are watching but not chatting. Facebook or on YouTube, all of a sudden people are coming on Facebook and chatting and not on YouTube. So that's a little bit weird. We're on commercial break. I'm going to go get a cold beer because, you know, this one's warm. Facebook, thanks for stopping by. And I was even complaining before that Facebook's still clunky, and I knew that there are Dodgers on Facebook. Oh, I'll be okay. I knew that there'd be people on Facebook looking for Dodgers, but they couldn't find me. Looking like you guys found me. Thanks for coming. If you can't get to a TV, think about this like radio. Because screw Spectrum. It's their fault we lost in Game 7. I mean, half the city wasn't getting the games. There was no hype. No water cooler talk, and we didn't have that extra mojo to get over the top of the Astros. And, you know, I mean, who else do we blame? Spectrum is definitely number one. I mean, no flags. Didn't see any Dodger flags out of people's cars. It's because half the city didn't get the games, including me. Here we go. We got Hunter Strickland pitching for the Giants. This season, he's 0 for 0 with an ERA of 0.00, so not a lot of experience. And Taylor is coming up right now, our leadoff batter, and usually the toughest out, one of the best hitters, just amazing to watch, loads of fun. But this season, not hitting with that strategy and not hitting great in general. Let's hope he can figure it out. All we need is just somebody on base with no outs, because that's how the Dodgers score. Here's the pitch. Slider over the plate, strike one. And that was a meatball, had hardly any movement. And that, you know, that was not a good indication for the Giants right now, because anybody could have hit that one deep. And Strickland just didn't have any movement on that thing. Here's the pitch. Oh, he's pissed, and that's low and outside, and that gets past Buster Posey. And now we're watching the replay of the called strike three against Crawford. And yeah, the computer definitely called that one a ball by a little ways. Thank goodness the umpire hooked us up on that one. And Crawford, despite his beautiful hair, that's not good enough. The umpire is not impressed. And you know what? It probably comes from the generation, this umpire of like, you know, like the 70s and the 60s, where if you cut your hair, you were a hippie. And if you had kids, you buzz their hair. And, you know, people with long hair, just, you know, you don't like them if you're older. And probably this umpire, like Crawford, cut your hair, dude. Over the plate, that's a ground ball to Crawford. Crawford throws to first, and he's out. And wow, that was a close play at first base. Taylor's got some speed. Maybe need to see that one on replay. Crawford, I mean, you know, he just looks like a badass. Let's take a look. In slow motion, gets it. His hair is flowing. Yeah, and he was out. You should see his hair flowing behind him. And Taylor, yeah, it's crazy how close that was. And it was just a ground ball to the shortstop. So Taylor, I mean, that's amazing. Here's who's up right now. Who's this guy? Corey Seager swings at the first pitch. That was a ball. Strike one. I mean, that was not over the plate. And Corey Seager is 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles, a walk, and a run. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside. Facebook, if you guys are still here, thanks for coming. Leave a comment. Say something funny. I read them after the game. Here's the pitch. It's over the plate and a little nubber in front of the plate, and I think he's going to be safe. He's safe. Buster Posey has made 2 what are probably errors behind the plate that I've seen. And now we got Seager at first with 1 out. That was a nubber just in front of Buster Posey. He grabs it, does a little spin move, but the first baseman was kind of like in the way of the guy running. And maybe the first baseman, number 9, made the error trying to catch it. But either way, Seager's at first. 1 out. Yasiel Puig is up right now, and he is due to go deep. And we're talking McCovey Cove in the water. Get the kayakers out deep. And you know they're going to go after Puig's ball. Ball 1. Fastball way too high. And I think Strickland is a little bit juiced up right now. And he's 0 for 3 on the night. Yasiel Puig not having a great season, but still my favorite player, the Wild Horse. So much talent, so fun. Plays crazy, does what you would never think somebody would do, and he does it, and it works. Over the plate, swung on, strike 1. That was the pitch. Yasiel Puig knows it. The Wild Horse is not licking his bat. He's not doing the shenanigans. And I don't know what that means. But not doing the shenanigans. And I think just maybe a little bit frustrated that he hasn't got off to a better start. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. Strike 2. This is a great opportunity for the Dodgers to beat the Giants and then have Jansen come in. That would be so fun. It's 1-2 with 1 out. Yasiel Puig mean, even if you're out, we still got Bellinger coming up, but let's just do this now. Here's the pitch, over the plate, swung on and fouled back. And this guy Strickland is going after Yasiel Puig, not pitching around him whatsoever. He's ahead in the count, but still just throwing it directly over the plate. He doesn't give a shit. And Yasiel Puig, you know, he's going to make him pay. If he keeps doing that, he's going to pay a price. But so far, Yasiel Puig can't do it. I'm going to get over here so there's not sun in my face. Strickland gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Buster Posey set up outside. Fastball over the outside of the plate, swung on, fouled away. And that was exactly where Buster Posey and Strickland wanted it. Definitely would have been called a strike. Yasiel Puig was, I think, expecting something a little bit more inside. Still able to put the bat on the ball because he's got such great hand-eye, such great reflexes. It's crazy. Like, he can just wait longer than anybody. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Directly over the plate. That is hit super hard. Super hard. Keep going. And that's caught by the Drunken Pirate. That's an out by the Drunken Pirate. And what is going on today with the Dodgers hits? They are swinging. It looks great. They are kind of posing a little bit afterwards and kind of looking like it's a home run, but they're not home runs. And yeah, man, this guy was pitching pretty well. Yasiel Puig just did pretty good at batting, but just not good enough. And, you know, you can just see the frustration in his face. You can see the emotions, the way he plays, and that's what we like about him. But when he's frustrated and we get sad-faced Puig, you know, it's sad for us too. You know, keep a stiff upper lip sometimes. But, you know, you just can't do that, and that's okay. Here's Cody Bellinger. This is the guy we want up right now. He hits home runs and strikes out. And that's what he does. Let's hope it's a home run this time. Here's the pitch. Huge swing, strike one. And Bellinger, he hits home runs and he strikes out. That's what we want out of him. This season, more home runs. Or more strikeouts. And, you know, it just seems like that was a great swing. And Bellinger, I mean, those things were going deep last year, his rookie year, out of nowhere. And it looks like he's doing the same thing, but they're just not going deep. He's missing them. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way outside, ball one. The 1-1. Strickland, maybe not impressing me, but impressing me in the same way that the Giants' other pitchers are, even Black. You know, they're not exciting, doing nothing crazy, but getting the job done and letting their offense win games if they hit. You know, the Giants are getting the job done. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bellinger, ball two. And Bellinger, he just looks cool the way he stands in the box. You know, he's kind of sets up inside and in the back of the batter's box. And last season, like, the pitchers felt disrespected by what he was doing. So the pitchers would kind of pitch him inside and kind of like brush him off the plate. Bellinger didn't care. He would just turn on it and hit a home run. This season, I'm not seeing that frustration from the pitchers of him being too close to the plate. It's weird. Here's the 2-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball three. And Bellinger, you know, he's a second year, so still so young. And supposedly he put on 30 pounds in the offseason. And honestly, I believe it. He still looks skinny, but he was even skinnier last season. Strickland taking his time. Top of the 9th inning. Wouldn't want it any other way. Let's go Cody Bellinger. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt and then bunts it foul. And that was the one thing that I didn't expect him to do. Maybe Seager has got some wheels at first. And now it's going to be a full count to Cody Bellinger with 2 outs. And I have to go to my little brother's dinner tonight for his birthday at 7 o'clock. So let's hope this game ends quickly. But, you know, I don't have to take a shower. Facebook, if you're here, it was weird. I was saying Facebook doesn't come to baseball. You guys came today. Thanks for coming. Make sure you subscribe. Come back later. Chat it up. Write some comments. Say something funny. Cody Bellinger just hit it foul. So it's 3-2. Strickland is pitching pretty well to Cody Bellinger. And that was like, he kind of has a weird kind of spot where he releases it. It's kind of low. Strickland has a weird release. Wearing a kind of a gold chain kind of thing. And looking at the crowd in San Francisco, still have not seen a black guy in the crowd. It's like, where's Waldo? Cody Bellinger steps out of the box and wants a new bat. And if it's the bat, I would believe it, because you've been swinging, you've been hitting it, but they're just not getting out. The bat boy for the Dodgers has the name Bat Boy on his back. And Cody Bellinger just looking cool, taking his time. You know, just loving life, not having to worry about anything. Probably smokes weed, hits loads of home runs, making loads of money. Must be nice. You know, I'm definitely jealous of him. Definitely jealous of him. That's okay. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Strickland over the plate. That is hit hard, but right to the right fielder. And that is 3 outs. Bellinger, I mean, this just keeps on happening all game. We've had opportunities. We hit the ball hard, but just right to the guy. And it's been happening with Puig. It's been happening with Bellinger. It's just been happening. Thanks for coming. We're on commercial break. Going to the bottom of the 9th. And at some point, you know, I don't have to take a shower. And we can be like 15 minutes late. So you guys got me until 6:45. We'll see what's going on in the game. I mean, I would hate to lose you guys, only because, like, if I'm doing this to screw Spectrum and to give somebody someplace to go if they can't find the game, and then I leave, you know what, then why am I doing it in the first place? Stripling's coming out to pitch for the Dodgers. Seem to be doing really well, but I saw some of those hanging curveballs that people go deep on. So he's going to have to keep those at minimum. And probably going to pinch hit Strickland. So I don't think Strickland's going to come into bat, but I'm not sure. He was pitching pretty good. Bottom of the 9th inning, going to want some quick outs. YouTube, Facebook, we got people here. Oh, I hope the Dodgers win. Ghost Expert 22. Oof, I hope the Dodgers win. Me too. But now it's going to have to be in the 10th inning. And I've already done one game this season in extra innings, and I think that's all that I wanted. I've been going for 2.5 hours, and that's longer than Lakers. And probably going to have to just learn how to talk slower for baseball, because they're just longer games. And it's a different rhythm. Ethan Lampstein, go Giants. You know what? We are happy to have Giants fans here. If you can't get to a TV, I got your back. But, you know, let's just hope the Dodgers win. I mean, you guys already got 2 wins. No reason to make it 3. No reason to make it 3. And if it wasn't for Hunter Pence, I would like you guys way worse. Or I wouldn't like you. I mean, I wouldn't like you guys at all. Hunter Pence is awesome. Figure out how to get him on the Dodgers, because we could use him. Anyway, Ethan, glad you're here. Facebook, people are coming and commenting, but I can't. Facebook sucks, so I can't actually read the comments. Can't show. Oh, there we go. On Facebook, I saw that. Jacob Garcia. So why don't you show the game? Please explain your reason behind that. Because YouTube shuts down your account. Like, you get a ban for 90 days. And then you can't use your account.
Material is copyrighted, so I don't have rights.
Yeah, well, anyway, I can't show it. If you show it, they just shut down your account. And I've done that before. The Olympics have one of my accounts right now, actually. You know, I was trying to push it as much as I can. And trust me, when it comes to doing that, I'm on your team. Can't show the game. Explain your reason behind that. I mean, that should explain it. Oh, let's see. You don't even play sports. Mel Val. Well, who do you know that plays baseball? Who do you know that plays baseball as an adult? Mel Val. Gabriel. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming on Facebook. This is more of a YouTube thing to do. This is more of a YouTube thing to do. But Facebook, you know, happy to have you. Happy to have you. But on YouTube, which is going to be the next TV, actually, talking to a computer is normal. I forgot. I mean, I'm sure it's going right now. It's 0-2 to Sandoval. And I'm talking to you guys. I'm sorry about that. Ethan Lampstein, thanks for coming. Giants fan, but, you know, we'll take him. We'll take him. And honestly, I am sorry for dropping the ball on the game. I'm going to have to hit back. I'm going to have to reopen my shady stream on my phone and using my data. Here we go. Looks like Stripling is pitching pretty well. But honestly, when I was saying before, like anybody can take him deep. Even Sandoval can take him deep. It's just the way that he pitches. Like he just throws a hanging curveball like 1 out of 10. Let's go data. It's 2-2 to Sandoval. And got my phone working. Bottom of the 9th inning. And there's 1 out. Coming up right now is Austin Jackson, I think the leadoff runner or batter for the Giants. And he's 1 for 4 on the night with a double in the 7th. So Stripling, come on, dude. Get this done. Let's go to the 10th inning. Here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. And Dave Roberts, just sitting in the dugout, and he doesn't really seem to do very much. I mean, I know he's got to be smart. I mean, he did so good last year. Got us all the way to the World Series. Best team the Dodgers ever had. Best record. Beat everybody so easily. He was getting cute with the lineup the whole season. And just what he does, he likes doing stuff. And the whole season, I'm like, oh man, this guy's a genius. This guy's a genius. Better than Tommy Lasorda. Better than Lasorda. We get to the World Series and getting cute with the lineup stopped working. So it's like, dude, Dave Roberts, don't be so cute with the lineup. It seems like you're doing better this season. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Nope, not strike 3. That's strike 1. Anyway, I got to work on my baseball commentary. I'm going to put my phone down. Actually. Stripling, at least he's well groomed. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. So it's going to be 2-2 to Jackson with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. And looking like extra innings is maybe going to happen. Kind of figured these Giants would be a little bit easier to beat. Last year, they were just terrible. And when we looked at the schedule at the beginning of this, so many Giants games. It's like, all right, we're going to get off to a good start. Well, that didn't happen. And we're 2-5. We got to be able to beat the Giants. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul. So Jackson is doing his job. Definitely protecting the plate. But on that one, maybe he pulled his head a little bit. But yeah, protecting the plate. Dave Roberts is standing next to the pitching coach. And they don't chit-chat much. Stripling is doing his job. And you know what? Just let's hope there's no hanging curveballs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Barnes sets up outside, directly over the plate, meatball, and that is a base hit up the middle. That was a fastball, no movement, directly over the plate. And Jackson is too good for that, dude. Jackson is too good for that. Of course he's going to hit that exactly where he did. And what's crazy is he was expecting a curveball and was still able to put the bat on the ball. And now we're looking at a flashback. And Kershaw, oh yeah, that was the home run that nobody even saw. And then Jansen. We're taking a look at the flashback of this season of the Giants' hit of beating the Dodgers. And right now, we got Joe Panic up right now. 1 out with a guy on. Stripling, he's hanging in there. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, perfect, over the plate, strike 1. And that got to be as close to unhittable as any curveball over the plate can be. I mean, that didn't fall off a table. That just, it was so dirty. Joe Panic 1 for 4 on the night, batting .360 this season with 3 home runs and 3 RBIs. And I told you guys earlier that this guy didn't scare me. This guy should be scaring me. 3 home runs. Going up against Stripling. That's what people do against Stripling. They hit home runs. So, let's just hope we can get out of this inning. Jackson seems to be taking a pretty big lead. Bellinger just looking cool at first. Barnes sets up inside. Stripling throws back to first, almost gets him, but not fast enough. Cody Bellinger's always awake at first, though. You never think he would be, but every time he's awake. And who knows? That was really, really close. And are they going to check the replay? Are we gonna take that one to New York? Panic steps into the box, and honestly, he looks pretty confident. He's a lefty, and he just kind of got some swag in the box right now. That's not a good look. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, swung on, strike 2. So it's 0-2. Stripling definitely fooled him on that one. And that was just kind of a changeup outside. Didn't curve, didn't really do much. Just outside and stayed outside perfectly straight. 0-2. 1 out. Stripling, please just get this out. Or how about a double play? We'll take a double play. And Stripling keeps on throwing back to Bellinger. Taking his sweet time. He's taking big leads. He's definitely taking big leads. Here's the pitch. High fastball. All 1. And yeah, amazing that I guess he just knew that he wasn't gonna swing because there's 2 strikes, and he just knew it was probably gonna be a ball. But 9 out of 10 times, these hitters cannot lay off the high cheese. Would have swung at that one, and it was out of the strike zone. So Panic, good discipline. Stripling, good pitch. They showed us like a huge boat that was driving by the stadium. And you know what? Didn't want to be on the boat at all. It's like one of those barge boats. Birds all over the place, pooping on everything. And you know what? It's just dirty. And yeah, they're showing us. Why don't they show us the computer on every pitch? Spectrum just. Do they have to pay for it? I mean, if it's just a button to hit on the computer that puts that up, just do it every time. 2-2. Jackson keeps on taking big leads. They throw back to first, but that time Bellinger didn't even go for the tag. It's 2-2. Stripling has had 31 pitches. This is going to be his 32nd. Panic still looks confident in the box, kind of stretching his knees out a little bit. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Barnes sets up outside. Over the plate, swung on. That's a ground ball. And Barnes throws him out at first. So that was a little nubber ground ball that more resembled a bunt. Not good enough. Barnes threw him out, but the Giants got a runner on second. So this is a little bit of a situation. The game could end right now on a good base hit. And don't know if that counts as a sacrifice or or if that's going to go against his batting average. But for the Giants, that's a pretty even money trade. And now they got a guy on second, and it looks like Dave Roberts is going to get cute with it and bringing in number 47, the guy with the hipster handlebar mustache. And you know what? This guy's pretty solid. Going to commercial break. Thanks for coming. Bottom of the 9th inning, coming down to the ending against the Giants. Now, when I take a look at the NL West projected standings, it says Dodgers 95 and 67. That's pretty sweet. And we got Diamondbacks, Rockies, Giants, and then the Padres. And you know what? The NL West doesn't look too strong if the Diamondbacks are just barely over 500. So basically, the Dodgers are in a tier above everybody else. And then you got the Diamondbacks and the Rockies and the Giants basically all the same. So yeah, Giants, second tier team, doing well against the Dodgers. So far this year, no doubt about it, they've been doing pretty well. And last couple of games, they left 20 people on base, didn't score one of them. So this could be really bad. If anything, we're lucky that it's still 2-2. Let's just try to steal this one. And that'd be great. Still on commercial break. Is anybody here? What's up, guys? Dude, commentate the game, please. Thanks, Ethan Lampstein, Ghost Expert. People are here. Make sure you leave comments. And right now, see, this is why you do this. I mean, when on the close games, people come. Thanks for coming. Leave a comment. Still on commercial break. And you know what? You're totally right. I need to commentate the game. Anyway, I haven't been able to do Dodgers that much. And then in basketball, Like, it's so fast. You know, baseball, I'm not good yet. I just have to commentate the game more and not tell you exactly what I'm seeing at all times because they do more cutting. Where in basketball, it's just one camera going the whole time, going back and forth. Just one cut. In baseball, they're showing you the pitcher, then the catcher, then the coach, and then the boat driving by. And it's just, though it's a slow game, the cutting of the video is fast. So when I made the transition, I was just going too fast, and there's something new every second, and I couldn't keep up. So yeah, gotta get good at commenting the game. Still on commercial break. Thanks for coming. Give me 2 tries if this is your first time here. If you're a regular, let me know. Because if you can't get to a TV, or you're working, or you're driving, or you're just sick of, who is it now? Is it Joe Buck? If you're sick of Joe Buck, you know, come listen to me. I got your back. Think about it like radio. And for the Dodgers, we got Tarjoyce coming in. Don't know too much about him. I think we're supposed to be there at 7.
Alright, so in like a half hour?
Yeah, in like a half an hour. But people are coming right now because it's the close game at the inning.
Half hour we have to be on location.
No, well, in half an hour is when everybody's getting there. We can be 15 minutes late.
No.
People are going to be there. He's got 4 other brothers. Anyway, people are coming. You know what? I'm trying, guys. Got to get back to my phone because, man, I forgot to get back to the game. I'm sorry, people. Yeah, and I'm messing up big time. 2-2. McClutchin is up. Bottom of the 9th, and I was not paying attention. There's 2 outs. Come on, Tarjoyce. Get the job done. Hurry up, phone. Here we go. And Caelan. Oh, Tarjoyce gets the job done. We're going to the top of the 10th. Caelan.
L-A.
Or L-E-N. I don't know. You know what? I just spell his name real fast. I never thought about how to spell it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Anyway, my bad about that. They changed pitchers, and I got to remember that it comes back a little faster. And, yeah, luckily, we got the out. And we're going to the top of the 10th inning. Dodgers, I think, maybe have a little bit of the advantage right now. Just because we're a little bit better. You know, we're a top-tier team. And who's this right now? Is this Yasiel Puig? Yasiel Puig is due. He's jacked. I mean, come on, dude. Oh, and there's a guy on first with no outs. Oh, with 1 out. Oh, that is hit hard. No, that was the last at-bat. Was that the last at-bat, or is that this one? What's going on? Was that the top? Are we going to the top of the 9th? Was that the 8th inning just now? Did I just think? Yeah, the end of the 9th. What am I watching right now? Forsythe is up. Oh yeah, no, this is the ending of the top of the 9th because Cody Bellinger is up. Man, Spectrum, why do I gotta go to shady websites? I'll just check on my computer real quick. And I don't know if we started this inning, but we're in the 10th. In San Francisco, we were kind of losing the whole game, and Chase Utley, the old man, tied us up at 4-4 with a solo home run. So no more making fun of Chase Utley, at least for a couple days. But you know he texts Victorino. Why wouldn't he text Victorino? You know, not a big fan of that. Here we go. Back to my phone. Top of the 10th inning. Here is the first pitch to Old Man Logan, who's 0 for 2 on the night, and that is ball 1. So yeah, old man Logan cut his beard. Wow, that is weird. That's not right. He didn't do that once last year, and it was just so groomed and looked so good. Of all the beards, he had a good one. Finally decides to shave it, and don't know if it's the best. No, he didn't shave it completely. He trimmed it a little bit. First pitch swing percentage in 2018, 0%. So not a big swinger at first pitch. But this season, not at all. Here's the pitch. Swung on, strike 2. And that was outside slider. Great pitch and fooled old man Logan. And, you know, maybe not the best. Like, you know, he bats, his numbers aren't awesome last year. I mean, he was on the best baseball team the Dodgers have ever had. Went to the World Series. His numbers were not great. But we got to the World Series, and then in the postseason, he stepped it up. So, you know, he gets the job done. And now we're taking a look at AT&T Park, San Francisco. They're showing us the time. And a lot of seagulls over there in right field. You know, they're probably pooping all over everything. Got some empty seats behind the plate. That's weird. Here's the pitch over the plate. That's hit hard. But popped up. And the right fielder gets underneath it and makes the catch. So that's a quick 1 out here in the top of the 10th. And they keep showing us the seagulls. And they got like the big glove, and then they got the sponsored by Coke, and they got the Coke bottle. And Pac Bell used to be sweet, like 10 years ago. You know, just not quite as cool. And here comes Kike Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 on the night, not batting great, but has 4 RBIs and, in general, a swell guy. Solid in left field. He's fast. He's got no strike zone. He gets on base. He's not a tough out. But he doesn't hit too many home runs. Like 5'5", weighs a $135. But wow, that was a great take of the first pitch. And yeah, ball 1. I mean, I would have been swinging at that. Almost anybody would have been swinging at that. He takes it. It's a ball. And now he takes the next one, and that's another ball. So it's 2-0. And Kike Hernandez, you know, he just knows how to be useful for the team. He knows how to contribute. And we saw that last year in left field. We saw it hitting. I mean, Kike knows how to contribute. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. Huge swing. Strike 1. And I think Kike was trying to get that final run himself. The Dodgers have kind of been struggling a little bit. We're 2-5. It's still early, but we've been struggling a little bit to get ahead of our opponents. Even Arizona, we went 15 innings at 6-6, and all we needed was a run. We just don't have that extra oomph. And without Turner, that makes sense. But it'd be nice to be able to do that without him. And I don't know. I think Turner not being in the lineup Puig batting behind Turner. Puig, that's a good spot to be. Without Turner, Puig's just not quite as good. At least so far. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And now it's going to be a full count. That was 92 miles an hour. Whoever this pitcher is, he wasn't scared. He just put it over the plate, challenged Kike, and got him to foul it. But yeah, didn't respect Kike. And let's see what he does on this one. My guess he's just going to give him a fastball directly over the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball directly over the plate. Swung on, fouled back. 93 miles an hour, no velocity. No movement. And it's just a matter of time until somebody hits that. But P. Johnson, the bullpen pitcher for the Giants. Now, I mean, the Giants were so bad last year. I can't imagine their bullpen being that great. P. Johnson throwing some not moving pitches right now. Advantage Dodgers. And, you know, he's probably going to walk. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That would have been ball 4, but he swung on it and fouled it away. And Kike Hernandez, way to protect the plate. I mean, that looked good right off the bat. It definitely did, but it was a slider. And then it slid away, and then he fouled it. Would have been a ball, but that's okay. You're protecting the plate. And now I think they're showing Kershaw in the dugout. I don't even know why he shows up if he's not pitching. Get some sleep. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kike Hernandez. That's a ground ball up the middle. The pitcher screws it up. Can Kike? Nope, he's out at first. And Kike decided to swing at ball 4 and then hit that one a little nubber. And it was right back at the pitcher. The pitcher missed it, but the second baseman was able to clean it up and throw it out. And I thought Kike was fast, but I guess he's not that fast. And here comes TJ. Oh, we got... Well, I guess there's 2 outs. That's okay, the pitcher. So we are going to the bottom of the 10th because the pitcher is up right now and I don't have any confidence. Make sure you leave a comment. Say something funny. I'll read it. And, you know, give me a subscribe. Give me 2 tries. If you don't like it the second time around, then you can go. This isn't easy to do. You know, so, you know, if you don't like it, maybe I'm just a little off. And I'm new at baseball. Should I even do this one? It's 1-1 to the pitcher. Top of the 10th, 2 outs. Dodgers kind of squandering some opportunities in terms of base runners, but the Giants have also. And it's now 2-1 to Charjois. And don't know how to pronounce his name. Don't care. Charjois. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. But you know, maybe he's Canadian. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swung on. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. And they're going to throw him out at first. So we are going to the bottom of the 10th inning. I really hope nobody is here right now because that means I can go. Let's take a look. And people are here. Reminds me of the Home Alone guy. Thanks, Krisha Fishing. Oh, Daniel Stern? I've heard Hunter Pence, Daniel Stern, Justin Timberlake. I've heard some stuff. We only have you, Ghost Expert. We only have you for 10 more minutes. You know what? I'm gonna see what I can do. My little brother's birthday. I got other brothers. He's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have to go. Facebook, are you guys still here? I can never Facebook. I never know what's going on. Make sure you leave a comment. Thanks for the comments. And Hattori Hanzo, extra innings, Ghost. I'm not drunk, but I should be. Going to the bottom of the 10th inning. If I go someplace, let's say something happens. Let me just take a look. Let me just see. If something happens, you gotta go to, man, it's hard. Kresha Fishing. Thank you. If you guys are Spectrum customers but don't get the game, you can go to the website. It sucks, but it might come up. But other than that, do it drunk, it'd be great. Other than that, yeah, that'd be funny. I mean, this is hard enough as it is, and that would be really rough. But just go to Google, and if you just search Dodgers live stream, or if you just search long enough, you'll find it. I mean, that's what I do. But you know, you're definitely risking it if you do that, just in terms of viruses and going to shady websites. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. And we're back from commercial break. And James Smith, Posey will probably walk it off anyway. Don't worry. You know what? I won't like that. I won't like that. I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather almost leave you guys hanging than have a walk-off Buster Posey home run. I mean, it's 2018. I didn't even think that was possible. How is he still playing? How did he get a home run today? But that's okay. You know, no reason. You know, glad Giants fans are here. Everyone's here. Everyone's welcome. You guys got to give up Pence. I want Pence. He's great. And Buster Posey is coming up right now. And I don't like the Giants. Never have. Second tier team. Second tier city. Always has been. But one time the Giants were playing the Rangers in the playoffs like a bit ago. Maybe in like 2012 or something. And I was rooting for the Giants big time. Because screw the Rangers. And the Giants were pretty sweet that season. And so I hate the Giants more than you can imagine. But I'll pick them over other teams. And in the end, I'm rooting for California. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be ball 1. And Charjois is a bit of a sidearm pitcher. And his career in extra innings is 397 with home runs and RB. Okay, well, this might be a problem. Charjois. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, ball 1 or 2. Ball 2, and Buster Posey must have some batting discipline because that looked like a great pitch. He didn't even swing. And let's take a look on the computer. And yeah, just a little bit outside. Way to go, Buster Posey. That's exactly what Charjois wanted to do. And it's 2-0. Just don't give him a meatball because I think that guy in the chat maybe knows something we don't. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Number 48, 6 warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers, though they don't have a bullpen. They just stand on the field. And it's 3-0 to Buster Posey. And I will say, Charjois, you know what? Maybe pitching away from him a little bit. I mean, he did get a home run. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. Strike 1. And didn't get the green light on that one. But, you know what? I mean, even Buster Posey, don't give him the green light. It's 3-0. But if that was Barry Bonds, it would have been a home run. It absolutely would have been a home run. Charjois, you know, he is capable of putting him over the plate if he has to. But, I mean, there's a lot of batters on the Giants that would have hit that one deep. It's 3-1. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on. That's a grounder to third base, and they throw him out at first because Buster Posey, I've seen it, he cannot run anymore. And that's out number 1. And Charjois, you know, this wasn't the guy that I thought he was. Who's the guy with the hipster mustache, like the handlebar hipster mustache? Didn't see him today. And stepping in is Ivan Longoria, who I'm not really too worried about. I've been watching all these games. He hasn't done shit. He's 1 for 4 on the night with a single. And seems like Charjois is pitching pretty well. He's got some movement. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled back. Luckily, it's only 15 minutes away.
Okay, so we need to leave like 2 minutes.
We need to leave at 7.
Oh. I haven't met Gina. I don't want to show up late.
Okay. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Longoria. Strike 2. That was definitely a ball, but the umpire hooked it up. And if you could hear that in the background, that was the miniature schnauzer, Ludwig, eating dinner. And he's just kind of a loud eater. And I'm back in the dog corner over here. That's where I'm allowed to do this. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on. That's a chopper to third again. Logan makes the play and throws him out. Throws him out. Old man Logan at third base. He's really good. I mean, just as solid as Turner, I think. I'm not sure. But if we don't have Turner third, he's the best second option. Old man Logan doesn't do much hitting. You know, probably doesn't do much partying. Maybe probably doesn't like Puig. But pretty solid at third base. Gets the job done. 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. And we are about to get out of this inning. That would be great. And they're showing both Forsythe and Cody Bellinger at first. And, you know, they seem to get... Uh-oh. The Drunken Pirate. The Drunken Pirate is up for the Giants. I'm worried. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. And I don't know if Pence is a good batter. I don't know if he hits home runs. He's 1 for 4 this season, batting .217 with no home runs and no RBIs. All right, so that's good. But the thing is I like the way this guy plays, and he just seems like the type of guy that will just do whatever it takes. A little bit worried. Luckily, it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. That was low and in the dirt. Still 1-1. The Drunken Pirate steps out of the box, and it's got like a neon green grip on his bat. Definitely something a pirate would do. He just looks cool in the box, puts the bat on the ball, and that's a pop-up. And that is going to be 3 outs here in the bottom of the 10th inning. And let's take a look. I hope nobody's here. Here we go. I am sorry, people. Facebook, YouTube, I gotta go. It's my little brother's birthday. There's nothing I can do about it. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I know I'm doing this because screw Spectrum, and then if I leave, it's almost as if, like, why do this at all? I agree. I'm sorry. We're going to commercial break. You're going to have to find something else. I'll come back for another game. Give me another try. I am very, very sorry, Facebook and YouTube. And I was even saying Facebook, where are all the Dodgers fans? Well, you guys came. Some of you guys came. Thank you so much. I'm a Giants fan. I really like your honest commentary. Do you work in radio? No. I just like making videos. And no, I've just started doing this. And I just started doing it for Lakers. And I do it. But I always kind of knew that I could do okay in radio just because I can talk off the top of my head on various subjects easily. But no experience in radio. I should probably learn how to be a real broadcaster and go to school. Thanks, Hattori Hanzo. Sorry for leaving you hanging. Let's hope the Dodgers win. And you know what? At least it wasn't Pence. At least it wasn't Pence. We got to figure out how to get him on the Dodgers. Thanks for coming. Make sure you subscribe. Give me another chance. I am really sorry. Blame that on the girlfriend. But she's cool about me doing this, and it's such an inconvenience that the one time it's a problem, I kind of got to listen. So, thanks for watching. Come back next time. Fingers crossed for the Dodgers.